What's up, guys? Welcome back to DeeterPlays. So for this one, the game is called A Wolf or Other. So this is a pretty simple game. It's kind of like one of those murder mystery sort of games. One player is going to be a wolf, one person is going to be a sheriff, and a lot of other people are just going to be innocent bystanders. So you don't know who the wolf is until they turn into the wolf. So anybody could be the wolf, same way anybody could be a murderer. But what you're trying to do is look for a golden egg. There's a golden egg somewhere on the map, like this one right here. See it? See it? You got to grab that egg. Try to get the egg, and then once you find the egg, okay, hopefully that's not the wolf, that is the sheriff. So go find a hiding spot. Basically what you need to do, the goal, whether you're the wolf or the sheriff or you're innocent, is to hold on to this until the end of the match. So the end of the match is either when the time runs out or if the sheriff ends up killing the wolf. So just watch out, try to get away. If you get this, it's a little tricky. There's usually only one in the level, and then after the mission is complete, then you're gonna get the badge and you will end up with the item in your inventory. So if you guys are new here, would love to have you subscribe, hit that notification bell, check out the other egg hunt videos on this channel. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll talk to you guys later. Alright guys, so in order to get this egg, the game that we're playing here is called Adopt Me. You want to go into Adopt Me, and you're going to see here on the left side, we're going to see a little thing that says Easter 2020 event. Now, if you just go click on that, it says Happy Easter. To celebrate, we've put a free Easter egg in your inventory. It says hatch it, and then you get a free item from the Roblox catalog. So basically what you're going to have to do is wait a while. It'll take about 10 minutes because you have to do 4 needs, and you can do 4 needs every 10 minutes. So it'll say something like, I'm hungry. If you have food in your inventory, you can just feed it right there. Or if you click on that little thing up at the top right here, you can click on that, and you will get a little GPS thing that will tell you where to go, where you need to purchase something or get what you need to fulfill the need of the actual chicken. So this one right here, now it says it's sleepy. So if you click on that, you can see that the arrows are pointing towards the house. So you want to go to wherever the arrows are pointing you, because some of you guys might not have played this game and you might not know where all these things are. But if you go to your house and you click on the little baby carriage, you can see here we've got the Easter egg 2020, and it is sleeping. So after it gets done with this, that is the second need. So we have to do a total of 4 needs here, guys. And like I said, every 10 minutes you'll get 4. So there's going to be a little bit of waiting around, just trying to get your egg to say that it needs either food or something to drink, or that it wants to play, or that it needs to take a shower because it's dirty. So here we go. We're just kind of waiting around. Now it says it's dirty. So we're going to click on that one. This one we take care of inside the house as well. So that back room there, that was with the that was for the sleeping. But over here we've got the bathroom, and you can go in there. You can go to the shower, and you can put the Easter egg in there. And then boom, after it is all clean, you've got 3 out of 4 of the needs taken care of. Alright, so this one says let's go to the pool party. So this one's a little bit further. We have to go into a different area. Now, depending on what you've got going on in Adopt Me, I think, there's different ways that they can have fun. But I think this one's very specific. You have to go to the pool. So I'm going to the normal town area, and then from there we are going to head over to the pool. And as you can see, after we take a dip in the pool, we will be able to hatch this thing and get the item. Okay, so as you can see here, once we're in the water and we're in the pool, you can see that the pool party thing is starting to go up a little bit. Now this one takes a little bit longer than some of the other ones. I guess that your egg really wants to hang out here in the pool, and I think they say that the egg is really hot, so it needs to cool off. So after this, you're going to see this pool party is going to go, and then the unhatched, it is going to be hatched. And you will also get a badge, and you will see a little prompt that we're going to show you here in just a second that will let you know that you've hatched it and that you've earned an item. And also, this little chicken is going to stay in your inventory, so you're still going to have a really cool pet in Adopt Me that I think everybody can, get. Well, I'm not sure. I'm sure you can trade it probably if you want to for other things, but you're going to have this pet in your inventory, and after it's hatched, you're going to see congrats on hatching your Easter egg, and then it's going to let you know that you've got something in your inventory. That's a free item for the egg hunt, guys. So if you're new here, would love to have you subscribe and hit that notification bell so I can keep you guys notified about stuff happening in Roblox, and also free items like this. Thank you, and we will talk to you guys later. Peace. What's up, guys, and welcome back to DeeterPlays. So this game is called Astral Hearts. When you start, you can pick either Alice or the Hatter. You want to do the egg hunt mission. It really doesn't matter which one you pick, but when you start out, it's important to know press Q in order to get your weapon like loaded and ready to use it. Otherwise, it's just going to be out of your back. You're not going to be able to do any damage. So go talk to this person, Chessie. She gives you a mission. Basically, there's shattered hearts all over the place. There's 5 of them that you need to collect, but there's a bunch of different slime things that you can encounter all over this map. So some of these are pretty simple and straightforward, like these green ones right here. The ones that are closest to Chessie, you'll find that these ones are a little bit easier to battle. When you want to fight these things, all you have to do is basically see how they've got like a little red thing, get out of the way of the red, or try to kill them before they actually strike. But that's not too hard with these green ones, and there's some that are a little bit harder that you're gonna have to worry about a little further down the road. But basically, there's a certain spawn rate that when you kill some of these guys, they're gonna drop a piece of shattered heart, and you're trying to collect 5 of those. See this right here? This right here, you can press Z to collect it. So if you have something red show up, get out of the way, but go over there, you press the Z button. You might have to be standing like right on it, and you may have to defeat some enemies. So we've got 2 drop there, we're pressing Z, we're collecting those. So now we're just going to speed it up just a little bit. You can keep trying to just kill these green guys to try to spawn these and try to get them to show up, but the actual spawn rate in these green guys is lower, and you may just see it in like the first 1 or 2 that you get. So there's other parts of the map that you're going to find some more difficult to fight slimes. There's like frozen slime, dark slime, and the ones that are more difficult, they actually have a higher spawn rate for these little heart shattered pieces. So we're going to just run a little bit further. You can see there's certain things like invisible walls that are going to block you from going into certain areas in here. But these right here, these are the frozen guys right here, the frozen slime. As you see, he just dropped one right there, and I got one of the shattered hearts. So let's see if we can get another one of these over here to give me a heart. You will see that these ones are significantly more difficult to battle than the other ones. You've got the E, you've got the R, and you've got the F that can make you use like some power moves against them. And then if you press the shift button, then it will help you evade and jump away. So if you're in the red area, then you can do that. And then this, I'm trying to just get in there and pick it up. It's a little tricky sometimes to stop and slow down and pick it up when you've got a whole bunch of these slime monsters that are on you. So now that we've taken care of a lot of this area, we're going to look at the next set of monsters a little bit further down the road here. Okay, so these are kind of far down, so you have to kind of make sure you know where you are. But these guys right here, we've got some dark slime that we're dealing with. Now these guys are really tough. They take a lot of hits, and they can cause quite a bit of damage to you as well. But these are going to have a higher spawn rate for these shattered hearts as well. So we've got 4 already. Now we're going to pick up our 5th one. You will get a badge, and then you will get the item. If you want, you can run back and you can go talk to the NPC, and she's basically going to say, "Good job. Where are you going to go?" Now, when the queen gets back, and just sends you to another server in the normal game. So it says, "Get out of here before the queen finds you." If you guys are new here, would love to have you subscribe, hit the notification bell. I've got all the videos for this, and thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you guys later. What's up, guys? Welcome back to DeeterPlays. So this egg right here, you get in the game Bad Business. It's a first-person shooter, and it's a lot of fun. Basically, what you got to do is just kind of keep playing for a while until you end up getting a lucky shot on somebody who will randomly be holding the egg. So when you shoot them, you will get a notification that shows that you've got it. See right there, boom, you've got the egg. But it spawns kind of at a fairly low rate when you first get into the game, and then later in the game, it starts spawning a bit more. So just keep going through, playing the game and shooting people, and eventually you will get the egg. If you guys are new here, would love to have you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you guys are notified when we do these live streams shooting some other eggs from the launchers. And thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you guys later. What's up, guys, and welcome back to DeeterPlays. So this one you can get in the game Bear. When you start a game, it kind of starts, it's kind of like another murder game. One person's the bear, or 2 people are the bear. There's some people who are trying to be survivors. There's several different maps, and it doesn't matter if you're a survivor or if you're a bear. You just need to try to find a key. See this little key on the ground? there's going to be several different keys in different locations in the map. So it shouldn't be hard if you walk around the map. You can definitely go and find a key. It's pretty easy. This same one right here. See, we found a second key right here on the same map, but there's several maps and keys in different locations on those. Basically, it should be really easy for you to find a key. So next time after the match is over, go to the lobby and then see this door right here. The door in the lobby will now be opened. Originally it was closed. You have to get the key in order to be able to get in there, but it's going to teleport you to this little area, and you have some puzzles that you need to solve. So on the walls you can see we've got several different works of art on the wall, like I Want You on Roblox. You know, we've got one with a laughing lemon. Anyways, go in the corner, grab this little note. It's going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a little saying that is going to correspond to the pictures on the wall. And each picture on the wall has an indication of a color, like blue. Like over here it says ha 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 ha. So that one corresponds with that little thing that's laughing, and it's PU for purple. Now it says the good old days. Okay, this is a really old game on Roblox right here, and it says Y on it, so that's yellow. So we've got purple, yellow, and then the next thing it says there must be one of those ugly modern art projects. I don't see the point of these. Okay, so it's definitely this one right here, and you see a blue bee over there, and it's blue, so it's we got purple, yellow, blue. Last one, a life of crime. Nope, that one seems like danger. Ooh, this one right here definitely looks like a life of crime. It's jailbreak. So last is green. Now you guys are all gonna have different things in different orders, so make sure you guys match it up, because you're gonna have a completely different set of like colors that you're gonna have to unlock, because these little hints, they're gonna be a little bit different, but it's gonna correspond. It's really easy to see which ones are on the wall and how they actually match up. Okay, so we've got this purple, yellow, blue, green, and we're gonna hit that. And if you didn't get it right and it doesn't open the door, then go back, double check, and try to get the right color for that combination. Now over here you're gonna end up in a little obby. It's pretty easy. Just kind of take it slow, take it easy. Try not to hit the lasers, try not to get hit by the fire. You can go through probably the first time. It shouldn't be too hard, but some of these lasers are kind of close, so just make sure you look at it from the right angle so that you can see, and make sure you don't jump in on that stuff. And then after you get to the end, you've got a big long corridor, and then you can just go around. You can't go straight to it, you got to go around this thing and then come, and once you get in there, there's going to be a little button that you need to press. So we're going to come around here, right there. Okay, so the egg is enclosed. Press the button and grab the egg, and then there you go. You've got it. If you guys are new here, would love to have you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you guys are notified when we do live streams, when we shoot from the launchers and give you guys some of the other eggs. And thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you guys later. What's up, guys, and welcome back to DeeterPlays. So this game is Bee Swarm Simulator. To get this egg, what you want to do is when you start out, if you're brand new, you want to claim one of these hives and then you've got an egg here. You can make a basic bee just to get started. If you've already played this game, you got a whole bunch of bees, this whole thing's going to be a lot easier and quicker, but it's going to be over 20 minutes probably if you're brand new to the game. So go talk to that bear, the sun bear. He gives you your first mission, which is basically to go talk to 3 other bears, the brown bear, the black bear, and the mother bear, to get missions from them. So this one, the brown bear, he gives you a little jelly to make a rage bee, and he also gives you stingers. So I recommend talking to him first. Go back to your hive over here, give the rage to one of them to make a rage bee, and also give a stinger to one of those. Then turn around, go to the shop. You should have enough honey now to go buy a second egg. Now you can get a second basic bee, give him a stinger. Now go talk to the black bear, and then go over here, and you also want to talk to the mother bear. So all 3 of them have given you missions. One of the missions here is you got to go here in the sunflower area, and you're going to see these little chicks that are going to pop out. You want to collect 300 pollen in this area, and you want to kill 3 of these chicks. Now the time is probably going to run out on them most of the time, and they're going to fly across the map. If you're new at it, if you've got a bunch of bees, then you're going to be able to take them out really quick. And they have different levels of HP, and every now and then you're also going to want to stop by your hive and get all the honey that you can when your bag is full. And also your bees themselves are probably going to stop by the hive every now and then just because they need to rest. So what I want to do to start out is make sure you go through here, go through the sunflower field, get at least 300 of the sunflower. So you can see over there my mission there for the 300 sunflower pollen. That is already taken care of. So we've got that taken care of. We still want to get pollen, and we also want to grow these to level 4. So the mother bear gave us a little moon treat. You want to give the moon treat probably to your rage bee to make it level 4, but we want to get our second bee to level 4 as well. But at this point, we're hunting now for these chicks. We want to get a total of 3 of these chicks. I recommend once they come out, try to get like it right on top of where they are. They're really fast, and sometimes your bees just take off while they're trying to beat them, so a lot of those chicks might end up getting away in this process. I think I encountered about 8 of them in order to get 3 finally taken care of, so a bunch of them ended up flying away as a part of this. Whenever you can, make sure you come over here. If you've got enough honey, try to get another egg so you can get another bee, and make sure you give one of the stingers to the bees so that they're even better when it comes to battle. So now what we're going to do is go and continue hunting for these chicks. They are so fast, and they just don't die fast enough, especially when they're blocking and your bees are going back to the nest so that they can rest. So you're going to be going back and forth here between this area, trying to find the chicks, go back to your hive, and get all the honey you can. But eventually you'll find some with low enough HP that your team can defeat them, pick up any of the treats that they leave behind, because you still want to concentrate on trying to get one of these bees to level 4. But now we've got at least the mission done for the black bear. So we're going to come up and try to find a spotted chicken. There's 2 of them. There's one here in the ticket area, and there's also one in the shop. All you have to do is defeat one of those as a part of this next mission, but it may take a little time if your bees are resting. So you may have to wait for him to block a couple times, and then your bees to come back and do after doing what they're doing. And then after you defeat that, you're going to get some treats as well. So I recommend go back to your hive and try to give these treats to your bees. We're still trying to get them to a second one to level 4. There's also a second one right here in the shop if you want, just letting you know that there's the spotted chicken in that little area. So you can get the one in the tickets area, or you can get the one in the shop. It really doesn't matter which one you get, but there is definitely something you do want to get in the shop. These scissors right here for 2,500 honey. Get those scissors. That's a part of the mission for the brown bear up at the top. So this brown bear up here, you can see once you get up there, you're going to need those scissors for that mission. But first, I'd recommend go see if you have enough to get another bee. You're going to want more bees when you go there. So the black bear as well. Go and cash in your missions for the black bear. He will give you treats, and you can use those to feed to your bees. And now we've got at least 2 of them now that are at level 4. So now we've got that part of the mission complete as well, which I think is the mama bear's mission. We've got enough here for a new egg as well. So now we've got 4 bees in our inventory. Don't forget to give them a stinger, and it never hurts to try to give them any treats that you've got going on and try to make them a little bit stronger. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go finish the mission here for the brown bear. He wanted you to get the scissors so that you could come back here and cut these vines. You can't cut those vines unless you have the scissors in your hand. But back here you're going to find a little commando chick. It's going to try to hit you, take you down, so make sure you kind of stay away from it as much as you can. Your bees are going to try to take it out, but eventually your bees are probably going to need some rest, and they're going to abandon you to head to the hive for a little bit, and you're going to be left in there alone with a commando chick. So you could probably just go back a little bit and just avoid it and wait for them to come back. But also watch out for the grenades. Every single time it goes into its little protective shell to start blocking, it's going to throw grenades around the map. Either 1, 2, or 3 grenades. You don't really know how many, but you want to make sure you avoid those when those explode. Now, when your bees finally come back to help you, they will destroy the commando chicken for you, and now all you have to do is talk to the bears and let them know that you've finished their missions. So you talk to that brown bear since you've defeated the commando bear, get all the treats that he gives to you, and then we're going to go over here to the mother bear because you've done all of the missions for the mother bear, and then you are going to get all of the treats from her, and then move on to the sun bear. Let the sun bear know that you completed the missions, and then you will get the egg as a part of the prize. If you guys are new here, would love to have you subscribe and hit the notification bell. Thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you guys later. What's up, guys, and welcome back to DeeterPlays. So in order to get this egg is in the game Break-In. This was made by the same person who did Icebreaker. When you start out, try to just get in one of these trucks. You definitely want to have other people playing with you because it's a lot easier. But as soon as you start out, right outside, you're going to find this guy, Chili Charlie. He is freaking out, and he needs ice. So he needs 5 chunks of ice. So you and all of your friends in the server go and grab the chunks of ice that are around the map and give them to him. There's some way back here. There's some even further back there. Now, if you've got one person in the server, it might be really difficult to do this before the time runs out and it turns into night. And if you do that, you're going to have to wait until the 3rd day. I'd recommend just try to rejoin, get into a server, and get to where while you're out and before nighttime starts, you make sure that you get Chili Charlie taken care of. So now you've got your house in here after you've given Chili Charlie his 5 pieces of ice. You're going to talk to Chili Charlie's going to help you out with something a little bit later, but now you're in the house. You can be an adult, you can be a kid. I like if you're an adult, you have the bat and you can kind of defend yourself a little better, but basically now it's time for night. You can sit here and you can eat some food. There's also an apple that you saw that I picked up from that drawer earlier. Basically, you're waiting for a delivery at this point. Look, someone's at the door. Okay, so you go, you answer the door. Who is it? It's the pizza guy. Nothing to worry about. No big deal. You got pizza. Pizza's going to help give you energy. Chili Charlie's still out there, so I recommend go and have a slice of pizza. It's going to give you more energy, which is more life, which is very helpful. So if you eat that and you eat the apple, you'll have a little bit more energy, and definitely you're going to want to keep it and try to survive this whole thing. Now, things are going crazy, and it looks like there's something going live on the TV. The breaking news is bad news. It sounds like there's probably nothing to worry about, right? No. Apparently there's some crazy people that you have to get away from. So let's just go to sleep, right? At this point, you just go upstairs and you go to sleep. And if you're in one of the rooms that gets attacked, I would recommend just run away from these guys and they'll eventually go away. You can try to attack them with your baseball bat, but it's pretty hard unless you got a bunch of people in the same room. So it says the blue room was attacked, the pink room was attacked. So more than one room could be attacked, but at this point you guys want to barricade all of the doors and all of the windows. So you've got a little bit of time. Everyone in the server will have to go and grab pieces of wood and start getting all of the windows and all of the doors taken care of. You've got some downstairs and you've got some upstairs. Now if you've got enough people working together, this isn't too bad. It's not too hard. You'll be told later if you did a good job or if you did a terrible job, but if you can get everything covered up, then you're going to do a really good job. But if you're in a server with just one person, if you're by yourself, like, it's going to be really, really hard to just do this mission in general, and this part of the mission will be very difficult because you just don't have enough time for one person to run around and do it, because you use the boards, you come, you pick up the boards, and you equip the boards right there, and then you put them on the windows and the doors, and I think we've got this place for the most part covered. It says you did a great job at protecting the house. Good. I'm glad we did a great job. So now come and sit at the table, and whoever sits at the table is going to get a slice of pizza. So just sit here at the table and wait until one of the pizzas, like very creepily and magically, gets pushed over to you from one of the ghosts. If there's more than 3 people in the server, then only 3 people are going to end up with the pizza, but that's energy and that helps you out. So now it's time to go back to sleep now that we've finished eating. And again, if you get attacked, you're going to have to try to get away from these bad guys and avoid them, because you do not want to die, because you're probably going to have to start this whole thing all over. So survive the night, just try to get away from them if you can. Basically, what we're trying to do now is open up this portal, which you will have open if you gave Chili Charlie all 5 of those blocks. If not, then you'll be able to go outside and give him more blocks. But now we are at a boss battle. This is a pretty awesome boss battle against this mean, angry, deviled egg. So what he does basically, he'll start doing different attacks, and there's some sort of indication though where the attack will end up. See how there's the lines, the little dotted lines will show. So as long as you stay away from where those dotted lines are, then his objects that he's throwing will not hurt you. And then when he gets tired and turns like he's taking a break, go in there, hit him, and then one of his hearts will go away. Next one, he's going to put up these things, and you have to get up to the very, very top, because the lava is going to go really high. You can't go on any of the other ones. You have to climb all the way to the top of one of these, because he's going to make that lava go up, and you will die if you're not. And don't touch that lava next to him either, because that could also hurt you. Then when he turns gray, go and hit him again one more time, and now he's going to attack you with one more of his attacks. So he's going to let you know with the little arrows that he's going to be rolling towards you. So if those little red arrows are where you are, then move out of the way as quickly as you can, because otherwise he's going to roll over you and he's going to do some damage to you. But basically at this point we're just waiting for him to rest again, and then we're going to go, we're going to hit him, and now we got him taken care of. And then you'll go into a little cutscene and you will see that you've got your badge and you will win the egg for the mission. If you guys are new here, I would love to have you subscribe and hit that notification bell. Also check out the other videos on my channel for the egg hunt, and come show up during live streams so I can launch some eggs at you guys as well. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll talk to you guys later. What's up, guys, and welcome back to DeeterPlays. This egg right here is in the game Build a Boat for Treasure. When you first start out, you're probably going to get a little tutorial, then a splash screen. Basically, there's a dragon egg that you need to transport down the river. You don't have to get all the way to the very end, so you don't need like the biggest boat necessary. Also, if you've played this game before and you already have like a bunch of wood and a bunch of items, then this is going to be a lot easier for you, because you're going to be able to build a much bigger boat, and a bigger, heavier boat is going to make this mission so much easier. But then you can see over here with gold, you can use that gold in order to get things. So what I'd recommend is just, you can actually use the default stuff that they give to you, but here, as you can see, all of those additional items would be much more helpful for you, but just go to the hammer. You've got 10 blocks of wood, you've got a seat, you've got a motor, and you've got an egg. So using this stuff, you can make just a basic, simple boat that will help you get to where you need to be. So the dragon, I think, is like in the third area that you would enter, so you only have to get through like just 3 areas without dying or losing the egg, and then once you get there, then we'll show you what happens. So right now what we're gonna do, we're just gonna build this basic boat. You just put these blocks down, all 10 of these blocks, and you can make that. Okay, so we've also got here this motor. Now you can press the R button to rotate this motor, and the motor is going to be very important because it's going to allow you to sort of steer. This motor, the way it works, you click on it, it'll turn it on and off, but then you can use the keys like A and D to kind of steer left and right when it's running. But it's still a little derpy, you could still kind of fall sideways, so this might take a few tries, and you may want to get some more stuff to make a slightly beefier boat. But I recommend put the egg right there. You got to make sure you've got that egg. And you'll want to put the seat on there, so you've got to place that kind of where your character's sitting down, and I think that's a seat as well, and kind of points the direction that would be forward for the boat. Anyways, now that we've got all of our items on here, I'm going to step on the boat, and then you can get rid of that hammer, and then you get the option here on the right to set sail, and then you go ahead and set sail. Not sure what some of these objects are doing, but generally what you're going to want to do is try to avoid those rocks ahead. So right now you can see the motor, it's sort of just kind of spinning me around at this point because it's not on. You actually have to turn the motor on. See how it's not actually running, and all I do is I spin around. It doesn't push me forward or anything, but now I click on it and see how it actually propels me left and right. So I can actually use my A and D keys in order to change my direction. I'm not sure on the mobile or on Xbox, might be a slightly different button that you're going to have to use, but just try to navigate around these rocks and try not to hit them, because basically what happens is if you hit the rocks, they're going to start taking chunks out of your boat. Now, I mean, it's okay if you get hit once or twice, you lose like 2 of the front blocks on your boat, and even if you spin sideways, you'll see here in this video, if you fall sideways, you can still sort of manage to go forward, but if you fall sideways in the very beginning, you might end up losing the egg, and if you make it to the third part and you don't have the egg with you, oh, there we go, see, I ended up hitting something, but I still have the egg, and it's still sort of working, and I've got a little bit of control here with the motor, but not much. But all I really have to do is get to the next area, okay? So I think this is like the second main area, and I'm able to navigate here to this one, and see here we've got a dragon. That dragon, if you've got the egg, it is going to pick you up, and it is going to toss you in the castle over here, and basically you've won the egg after you get into this room. So if you guys are new here, I would love to have you subscribe and hit that notification bell. Thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you guys later. What's up, guys, and welcome back to DeeterPlays. So in this video, we're going to show you how to get the egg in the game Death Run. So first thing you want to do once you get into the lobby, there's a little area down here that's been excavated, and there's a little NPC over there that you want to talk to. He says you want to play rounds of Death Run, you want to collect 15 of the energy cores, and then you want to bring them back to this person to earn rewards. And you're going to see maybe the real version of the NPC, depending on what game you're playing. So basically what you want to do is there's these energy cores that are hidden, energy cores, and they all kind of move in different ways. Some of them like fly up in the air and fly down. Some of them are going to roll away from you. Some of them are going to try to jump like little arcs in different ways. But basically, I think it'll probably take you about 3 rounds to go through generally and get some of these. If you're a ghost, like if your character dies and then you become a ghost, you can still go through and you can still pick these things up. But we're going to just show a little example of picking some of these bad boys up. So if you're working with some people, that'll make it easier if you're surviving. But again, if you come back as a ghost, you can pick them up pretty quick. So that one just went up and down. This one here, some of them might hop back and forth, and you might have to work to get some of these, but they're still not too hard. You should be able to get some even if you're the killer or if you're a runner. Usually there's 3 or 4 up by the killer, and there's usually more down by the runner. But if you win and you get past the runner part and then you make it over to where the killers are, you can collect a bunch of those cores from each of the locations. So right here you see we've got 5. We've just picked up we've got 5 total so far. We just got number 6. Okay, so that is round 1. We're just going to fast forward through a few more rounds here as we pick up some energy cores. Of course, if you stop in between, you can click on the left side. It says Agents of Egg. You can see how many energy cores you've got so far. So if you guys are just wondering how much you've got, and you're in the lobby right there where it says Agents of Egg over there, you guys can just go hit that and you can see how many you've got so far. All right, so now that you see that we've got more than 15, when you go to the lobby, you can pause it there on the bottom right where it says the play button. You can pause that so that you don't just jump into a game, but go back to this NPC, talk to them, and it says activate the drill for 15 of the energy cores. So you want to click that, and then you're going to get a badge. You will get the item, and that's all you have to do for this mission in Death Run. So if you guys are new here, would love to have you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you guys are notified during streams when we're going to shoot from those launchers and give you guys some other eggs. Also, check out the other egg hunt videos on this channel. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll talk to you guys later. What's up, guys, and welcome back to DeeterPlays. So this little egg that you can get right here is in a game called Dragon Adventures. When you pop in, you're going to get a little splash screen here that tells you about the Agents of Egg. You can just click OK. If this is your first time in the game, though, there's a quick little tutorial that you can go through. You just have to kind of go through, learn the controls. They'll have you hatch one of these little guys over here and put them on your shoulder. It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Just listen to what the prompts tell you to do, and then afterwards, you're going to load yourself into a brand new area. So once you come into this brand new area, see up there, there's that big, huge dragon up there. Look at those, look at the lights coming through. That looks great. Guys, the devs did an amazing job on this. But I don't know. I just really like the really cool light coming through the clouds and stuff. So see this dragon up here? We're going to go up to this dragon and we're going to talk to her. And she's going to give us a little bit of a mission statement here. There's a little stuff going on. She's going to say, Happy Easter. I'm not in the mood to chat, I'm afraid. I've lost my eggs in a great storm. So apparently she's lost her eggs. She's a mother dragon. Maybe we could just call her the bad mother dragon. I'm just kidding. But we need to help her out. She doesn't know where they've gone. There's a little bit of dialogue that you're going to go through right here, so we're just going to fast forward this just a little bit, and then we'll let you know what to do after we talk to Mother Dragon. Alright, so you're going to get that little message that pops up. It says, find the torn note pieces in grasslands to put me together. So we need to find 3 pieces to get this note put together and figure out what we need to do next. So depending on what side of the dragon you are, there should be really close by over here a little teleporter. So this teleporter over here, you go to it, and then you want to click on the grasslands. So you're going to start teleporting the grasslands. Now this is a really cool little animation right here, this teleportation animation. That looks pretty cool. cool, I think. But this is what we're going to do to head off over into the grasslands area and find the pieces of paper that we need. All right, so once you spawn here in the grasslands, you're going to be in this little area. It's called the grasslands. And in the grasslands, you're going to find, let's see, I already found one right here. They're not really difficult to find. They're shiny, so they stand out quite a bit, and they're all over the map. So this is not really too difficult to find. But see this little piece of paper? There is 3 of these that we want to get. I'm going to claim my daily reward here real quick so we can get that out of the way. Okay, cool. So now right here, we're going to click on that, and we've got 1 out of 3 of the pieces of paper that we need in order to find the clue to get to the next area to help find the eggs for the mother dragon. What I'd recommend here, a really good thing, is grab your dragon that you can ride, and we're going to get on it. We're going to equip, and then we can get on the dragon here in just a second. Okay, cool. So we're going to close that. Oh, okay. All right. This is a cool look. Oh my gosh, look at that dragon. That thing is OP. Look at that thing. This is a cool one. I think I got a really cool one. All right, ride. And then when you press Q, that will allow you to fly. Okay, so just remember, you guys probably learned this during the tutorial, but just as a little reminder, you press Q and that's fly. Also, when you hold down the click button, you can see you breathe fire. You're gonna have to remember that later when we go up against one of these bosses. But first we need to collect 2 more pieces of paper. But you can see there's a piece right there, there's a piece right up here, there's pieces all over. So come over here, you can press Q, and then you can jump off of this, and we're gonna collect piece of paper number 2. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, we're gonna get back on our little dragon buddy, press E, and then you can ride. Sometimes you can just jump on it and ride as well, but we're going to come down here and see if we can find a 3rd piece of paper. All right, I think this is what we've got right here. 3rd piece of paper. All right, so now you can see right here, if you look at the little clue thing over here, it shows a picture of a gate with a lock that is now unlocked. But even better yet, even better, there is a little GPS thing that's going to show you exactly where you need to go. So we're going to hop on this dragon, and we're going to press Q so that we can fly. Let's see here. Gonna hop on him one more time. Okay, so we're taking off into the air, and we're heading off into the direction that we are being guided by this little GPS thing. So basically, you'd know that little picture of the gate. We're gonna go find that gate. If you found it previously, then you would have seen that the gate was locked. But now that you've got all 3 pieces of paper, that is actually going to be unlocked. And when we go in there, there's a couple of puzzles that we're gonna have to solve. Pretty simple, but this video hopefully will help you with that quite a bit as well. So we're going to go over here. Now click on E on this so that we can open this guy. Okay, now this is going to slowly open up. Now this is one of those flow puzzles. Well, oh, actually, the flow puzzle's next. This one right here, see how we've got the pictures here lined up? We got red, green, blue, but they're lined up here, blue, green, red. So basically all we have to do is try to switch those. So move this green one over, get the blue one up here, move that one over, move the red down, 2, and then get blue over here and up, and then get green right back there in the middle, and then that should unlock the next level for you. So you can move on to the flow puzzle that I was talking about over here. So this over here is one of those flow puzzles. There's a little area down there that you want to head into, but you can't head there unless you finish this puzzle. So what we're going to do is come over here, and we can just keep moving all of these little objects so we can get the water basically to flow through in a certain way. If you guys have played a lot of Roblox for a long period of time, you've probably done a lot of flow puzzles in your day. So this is basically the same sort of thing. Just click on these things the way I'm doing that right here in this video. Okay, we're getting closer to done. And this one, and almost. Almost, not quite. We got to get this one going down, and then this one straightened out. There we go, and you can see this thing lights up, and you can see this one in the corner, the upper right-hand corner. You don't actually use that one, but that's the only one that you don't use. Okay, so you want to get on your dragon at this point, because we're going to go and we're going to fight a big boss bunny, because this is the bunny that has taken all of this stuff. All right, so you want to make sure that you get down here quick enough too, because this is going to open for only a certain period of time, and eventually it's going to close, and you'd have to do that puzzle all over again. But once you get down here, you want to make sure you get on your dragon, of course. You want to get there, press E, ride your dragon, and remember how I told you guys about the fire that it can breathe? You want to get away from the bunny just a little bit so you can look down on it, and also it won't jump up and get you, but you want to hold down the click button. Hold down the click. Oh, you might have to fly around just a little bit. Fly around just a little bit. Okay. So we're going to get down here. I recommend trying to get to a certain area where you're above the bunny, and it's it's trying to hop at you. It's kind of like a little tricky. You might have to turn around a couple times. But let's see. What I found actually works pretty well for me is if I go kind of up here a little bit, and then just like while I'm a little bit on the edge, I can click on this, and then I should be able to use my fire breath down, but if it doesn't connect, you might have to kind of go back and forth a few times to get it to work out. But if you just keep attacking this bunny with your fire breath, eventually you will take it out, and you will get the eggs that she stole from the mama dragon. Alright, so right here, I finally got to a spot where the bunny can't really jump and get me, but he's sort of sitting there alone, and I'm able to slowly take the life away while I'm breathing the fire at it. So just keep doing this until it goes down to 0. Okay, so there we go. We finally destroyed the bunny. So now that the bunny disappears, there's no eggs or anything left behind. You're going to teleport basically to the main area. Now, the only thing you have to do left is go and talk over there to the mother dragon. Now that you've collected the eggs, at this point you need to go and return them, and she's going to be so grateful, so very grateful, that she's going to have a special item that she's going to give you as a prize, which is obviously the egg that is a part of this egg hunt. It's a great looking egg. It's got it looks like a little baby dragon inside of it, so I really like that one. It's kind of cool. Mother Dragon's gonna say to you, I can't thank you enough. You've brought my eggs back to me. I've been keeping an ancient egg relic in case I were to find a great traveler like you, and I want you to have it. So this is when you're gonna get yourself a badge, and you're gonna actually get that item in your inventory. After you're done talking to the mother dragon, then you should be all set with the item. And guys, if you're new here, I would love to have you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you guys can be notified when we do live streams and launch a bunch of the different eggs for you starting Tuesday the 7th. And thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you guys later. What's up, guys, and welcome back to DeeterPlays. So this egg right here, I'm going to show you how to get it. It is in the game Dungeon Quest. So this is one of those quest games. You have to go through some dungeons, but there's a specific one that you want to go to. You can either join a dungeon or you can try to create one. Like if you were trying to create one, down there on the bottom where it says play, you can click on play, you can create one. I would do easy if you want, and then pick Egg Island as the one that you go to, because this is a special one for the event. So the more people you guys have in a server, the easier it is, and if you've got people in the server that are super powerful, then they can actually help you quite a bit as well. So you can go and join a dungeon that someone else is in. I'm going to speed this up a little bit here at ×3 speed, but make sure you just get your loadout ready. Make sure at least one person has the life pulse so that they can continue to give life to the people in there, and pick the best armor that you find with the best stats and everything. So you've got the egg that you can use to kind of kill these guys. There's a couple different things. There's a little egg bomb that you can throw. There's also the carrot barrage, which makes a bunch of carrots come and fall on all the enemies. There's also something that you can do to like kind of yell at the enemies and get them to focus on you, which would maybe allow somebody else in the server to help and go after them while they're focusing on you. But just make sure, I would recommend at least one person with the heal, and you can use the heal thing every 9 seconds. You can see on the bottom you've got Q and E. So you press Q, it will use one of those weapons, and E will use the other one. You've got a little mini boss over here. He kind of throws some things at you. He can be kind of tough. I recommend stay away from those green rings, because there's like little toxic gas that comes out. But if you are all sticking together and everybody's kind of close to the person who has the revive tool and magic, then you guys will be in good shape. So after you beat that mini boss, you guys keep going this way. There's a little timer up at the top, as you can see. If you don't get through the dungeon by the time the timer runs out, then you have to redo it, basically. So make sure you guys can get through it. It shouldn't be too hard. You've got plenty of time, and these enemies are not nearly as hard as they could be. But you drop down into that tunnel, and then you've got a big boss here. He's going to throw some fire at you. Try to get away from those lines. Usually there's an indication of where any of the weapons are going to end up before they're there, so you might have to run around a little bit. But guys, just keep remembering that revive magic makes a huge difference. After you beat this boss, though, you are going to get the badge, and you're going to get the egg. So if you guys are new here, would love to have you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you guys are notified when we do live streams, when we shoot eggs from the launchers. And thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you guys later. What's up, guys, and welcome welcome back to DeeterPlays. I want to show you how to get this next egg. Now the game is called Egg. It's just E.G. is the name of the game. It's pretty derpy and kind of fun, but what you want to do is turn around to all these colored teleporters and go into the green one. The green one is the one that you want to go into, and you'll see once you get to this area, there's a big teleporter back there. Basically, you need to get 3 keys to be able to get through that teleporter to get the egg. So the 3 keys, you kind of go down this little hallway, and you can find the 3 keys over here. There's just a little bit of obby things, just some puzzle things that you have to figure out so that you can go and open that door. So we're going to come over here. There's 3 different pathways that you can take, and each of them has a key. So this one here on the right, you can just go down, jump to this, and then jump down to the next one and go in on the right and then turn, and you will see the blue key over here. Also, you could just take this path to get down there as well. If you want to take more steps and you want to jump across to get into that opening, that's fine as well. So this next one here on the right, there's a little puzzle. Now if you look up, you can see the path that you're supposed to walk. So you just walk along that path to light these up. If you step on the wrong one, it's okay, they'll reset you, just go back and do it again until you go across the correct path. But that opens up this door, which allows you to come over here and grab the red key. So that is the blue key and the red key. Now the final key we have over here, if you come to this side and you go off to the right, you will see another little obby thing that you got to go through. It's not too hard, it's pretty easy, but these things kind of sway around back and forth, and sometimes they're too far apart to actually get the jump, but they're going to swing closer to each other, so then it's going to be easier to actually make that jump. So if you have to, just be patient until they're close enough so that you can make the jump. Okay, we're getting that jump, this one right here, and final jump, you'll get the green key. So in order to get down, you'll see a little area over here, and then you can jump off to the left side. So now that we've got all 3 of these keys, we can come over here and take a right. We're going to go up back the way we came. Make sure you're going the right direction over here. And then just this simple few jumps, and then we're going to go through that teleporter by using our keys to unlock it. Just come out here of this little temple, and then it's going to take a left to the teleporter. So the big block in the middle, once you go and stand on that, as long as you've got all 3 of the keys, then you should get this teleporter to open right up for you. There you go. So now that you've got it open up, you can go into the teleporter right here, and it's going to take you to one other little place. Now you don't really have to jump between these. You can just walk right up these stairs. You don't have to jump between them or fall, but once you go up there, you get to grab the egg, and then you've got the prize. That's all you got to do. If you guys are new here, I would love to have you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you guys are notified about future live streams when we shoot eggs with the launchers. And thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you guys later. What's up, guys, and welcome back to DeeterPlays. This game for this egg is called Egg Simulator. Link is in the description. And if you see on the right there, it says Egg Hunt. And you've got a bunch of egg hunt quests that you need to go to. You have to find a bunch of bunnies, some eggs. You have to make like a mythical pet. You have to find presents. You have to find some gems. There's several missions here, and they're not really too hard to complete. A lot of them are just about running around and collecting, which is what I'm going to do right here. But at first, you're going to see that your bag will fill up really fast. So you can teleport, you can sell your stuff. When you go and collect the bunnies, it really doesn't fill up your bag too much, so it's not bad to just kind of go through, collect all the bunnies. But over here, you can actually hatch pets at the store as well, and that is one of the missions. And early on, you know, get a pet. Maybe they'll help you like collect a little bit more when it comes to gems, when it comes to money. So as soon as you have enough to kind of hatch some of these, I'd recommend just hatch them and add them, like equip them so that you can use them, and they can kind of help you with the collection of everything. So moving on, we're going to keep going and finding some more bunnies, some more eggs. As you can see, the bag fills up, so whenever you can, if you've got enough, it doesn't hurt to go over there to bags and then kind of go forward a little bit. And if you can afford a better bag, then you won't have to keep going to the shop over and over, and it might help a little bit. So I'm going to go through, I'm going to get this one right here. I think this is a good one. I can buy this for 500 gems. Now I've got that one equipped, so now I won't be getting a little message that says go back over and over. See, I've already got 50 eggs, so I'm going to claim that reward. I've got 5 bunnies, so we're going to claim that one. Basically, each one that you're claiming is technically giving you a clue or something, but really what happens is after you just get all of these done, then the whole mission is done and you guys can get the egg. So now we're just going to speed it up a little bit while we run around a little more, because as far as the bunnies go, you're supposed to collect a total of 25 of them, but there's one mission that's collecting 5, one that's collecting 15, and one that's collecting 25. So by getting 25 of these bunnies, essentially you're getting 3 of those missions done at once. Super easy to collect the eggs. Right there, see that present? And right here, see these gems? We've got gems and presents. Those are some of the missions too, so you want to make sure you can find presents and gems. There's also other islands that you can go off into. Some that you can go to, like this one on the right, you can go in there right away, and then this other one behind me on the left, you kind of have to do some more stuff to be able to unlock that as well, and other missions. So like this right there, it says we already unlocked it, but now look, we've got the 10 gems. We've got that one. We're going to claim that one. We've got our 15 bunny reward, claiming that. 25 bunnies taken care of. Got that right there. And find one present. We found that one as well. So pretty simple, but now we need to hatch like 20 more of these eggs. We need to make a mythical pet. We have to complete a quest, and we have to do a rebirth. Now, this next part is going to be a lot of basically hatching pets. So go to the shop. You have to, first of all, you have to hatch up to, it says 25 pets that you have to hatch, and then you also have to create a mythical pet. So in order to create a mythical pet, though, you need 10 of the same pet. So you're probably going to end up hatching more than just 25 of these pets because, even for me, after I hatched 25, I didn't have 10 of any particular pet that allowed me to make mythical pets. So we're just going to like sort of fast forward through this part a little bit and show you just basically at this point all we're doing is we're hatching our pets. I'm going to take a look at my progress over here for the egg hunt thing, see how many of each pet, see how it says 4 out of 10 there, 3 out of 10. So that's how many I have out of 10 to make the mythical pet. So now I still have to grind, get a whole bunch more of these pets, and try to check on my progress. Getting the 25 hatched is probably going to be done first. The hardest one, I'd say, that's going to take longer time than anything, is getting the mythical pet. Because you can't really control what you open, and hopefully you just open quickly, we'll get 10 of the same type of pet, and then you can turn that one into a mythical pet. Okay, so moving to check our progress, we've got 25 done, so we're going to claim that reward. Also, now we still have to make the mythical pet, so I don't think I have enough in the pets. Here's one of them, though. So look on the bottom. You see that thing that says quests over there? Yeah, when you click on that, all you have to do is claim one of these quests. You've probably already got some of them done just by doing the progress of the other ones, but that was one of the quests here, super easy. See, now that we claimed one quest, that one's done. So all we have to do now is the mythical pet and the rebirth. So we're going to go back there. We're going to have to hatch a few more, I think. Let's check out our pets. We've got 7 out of 10 of that one, 4 out of 10. We've got 5 out of 10, so I don't think we have enough to make a mythical of any of these. So we're going to go back in there, and we're going to hatch some more of these pets. All right, so we're going to check, see what we've got. We've got 10, 5 out of 10, 9 out of 10. Okay, so we just need one more of that last one so we can get 10, so we can make our mythical pet. All right, here we go. Sensei, all right, so we've got enough of these. Now see how it says make mythical right there? Now that we've got 10 out of 10, we can actually make a mythical pet. And we've done that, evolve to mythical and get 5 gems. So you click yes, go here, and we can claim that one. Now the last one right here is rebirth one time, which is super easy. You just go click on rebirth right there, and you should have enough coins, like 50 coins is all you need to rebirth. So just do one of those. I guess you can try to buy more coins if you want to, but you can use gems or coins, or you can even use just 500 coins to 10 rebirths, which unlocked an island, but also more importantly, unlocked this right here. So when you do that, you've got the quest done. You're going to get a reward egg, you're going to get the new egg in your inventory, and that is it for Egg Simulator. If you guys are new here, I would love to have you subscribe and hit that notification bell. Check out the other egg hunt videos on my channel, and thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you guys later. What's up, guys, and welcome back to DeeterPlays. So this egg you can get in the game Epic Minigame. So see the minigame up there called Juggernaut in Easter Island? Yeah, you want to play the Juggernaut game type. So you can also, I think you can also kind of pick some, but every now and then it'll show up randomly. So you go in there, there's going to be one person that morphs into a big bunny that tries to kill everybody else in the server. So if the bunny kills everyone in the server, they'll get the egg. Or if people in the server kill the bunny, then they'll get the egg as well. He's got a couple different moves that you can use. The hammer is pretty strong. Try to get close to the enemies. If there's not many people in the server, it's pretty easy for the bunny to take people out. But if there's a lot of people, it's kind of hard for the bunny to do that. So afterwards, you will see, after you beat the people, there will be an egg that pops up, and then you just go ahead and grab that egg, and that's all you have to do. So on the other side of the coin, though, if you are in and you are the person trying to attack the bunny, just do the same thing. You can just keep shooting the bunny until you take it out. If you already have an egg, it's not going to spawn an egg for you to pick up. It's just going to basically spawn into a coin. So there's really no point in trying to go in there and get eggs from people after you've already got one. But either way, if you kill the bunny, you will get it. And if you're the bunny and you kill the other people, you will get it as well. If you guys are new here, would love to have you subscribe and hit that notification bell. And make sure you guys come and show up to our live streams where we shoot eggs at you. Thanks so much for watching. We'll talk to you guys later. What's up, guys, and welcome back to DeeterPlays. So this egg is something that you can find in the game called Flop. So this is an interesting game. You are a fish. I'm basically speeding this up about 2.5 speed. There's a couple different areas like this corner, and you can try to get up these stairs. There's a possible hiding spot for an egg. Basically, in this map, there's one of 5 little areas that you can find an egg, and that's what you're going to try to search for at first. Once you find this egg, you're going to try to cook it and feed a noob. So as far as upstairs, there could be one in this little cabinet. For me, it's not in that cabinet. The other ones are kind of like at the corners of these couches, corners of the room. You may want to go up and check on that little cabinet right there. But for me, on this one, see this little mouse thing? It was over there in the corner, but then it got flung, so it flew across the map. So you might find that yours is in that tank in that corner as well, but go up and then click on it, and then by clicking on the object, you actually hold on to it. So this right here, it's like a little elevator thing. If you want, you can get on it and you can climb up to the top. You might find your egg over there, but you want to make your way over here to the kitchen where there's a trampoline. Now this part might be a little bit frustrating for you. It might take a couple of attempts before you can get up there because you don't always get as high as you want, and these little floppy fish are pretty difficult to control. So you may have to do a little bit of practice to just try to see if you can get high enough on that trampoline. He kind of flies around, and yeah, this part in itself, just take a little bit of patience, and eventually you'll get up there here like I did. And then over on this side, you can see there's a frying pan, so you want to get in there, and then you want to drop the egg. Once you're inside of the frying pan, then you'll see it'll open and it'll turn into a cooked egg. So now that you've got your cooked egg, you see that noob over there? Yeah, you can't really like jump up on the side in order to feed the noob, but that's what you want to do, is try to feed the noob. So we're going to get on this trampoline again one more time, try a few more attempts to get to the top. If you guys practice this, you'll end up getting really good and get to where you can jump up to the top each time. But there's a little path over here. Okay, so see this thing? You want to hold on to this, just grab it, and then it'll swing you over to the other side, and then go and grab this thing and it'll swing you over. Now over here, you want to make sure you jump far enough so you don't fall between the table and the refrigerator like I just did. Otherwise you're gonna have to bounce back up to the top and make your way over one more time. So there's a lot of these tricky things here, and I wanted to show you guys the mistakes that I was making just so you guys can see what we're going through. There's another thing that's a little tricky, and that's getting the egg actually into the mouth of the noob. So we're gonna go up here and we're gonna okay. So grab this and try to swing yourself up. Okay, now we're going to try to make sure we jump far enough so we can actually make it onto the table. There we go. Now, you got to try to get over to the top of these books and use these books to try to get yourself up. Basically, what you're doing is WASD, and then you know, you're just jumping with the space bar, but you want to feed that egg to the noob. Now, sometimes it doesn't just go right in there. You got to kind of push it in there or try to grab it and pull it with you. But if you go in there and you get chopped up, you might get chopped into little pieces, and it might make it a little more difficult for you to move around. But basically, try to get in front of the egg and try to push it into his mouth. And basically, once you feed it to him, he is going to give you the egg. So if you guys are new here, would love to have you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you guys are notified about future live streams when we're going to shoot the eggs from the launchers. Thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you guys later. Alright guys, so in order to get this egg, the game is Ghost Simulator. Once you get into the event area, there's a little special egg event area. You're going to see this person right here, Egg Hunter Ella, and you want to talk to her. She's going to have a couple missions for you. So if you've played this game before, you might have a little bit of an advantage. You'd have some better vacuum cleaners and your antennas and all that stuff. But if you haven't, you should still be good, and you should be able to do all this with the default stuff. But these missions, basically similar to the missions that we experience in the game. You have like a certain type of ghost that you need to go and get. So for this first one, there's like artists, and then there's these little chicken ghosts. So you have to get a certain number of these, and you can see on the upper right hand side, they will track the missions for you. And after you get that mission done, you can come and talk to Ella. So that was the first round of this whole thing, and each time she's going to reward you with something like some eggs, and eventually what you're trying to do is you're trying to get a golden carrot so that you can get into a boss. There's like this special boss that you can go, and you can go after that one here. So you can see the second mission right here. We've got in the upper right hand corner. Okay, so we're going after this next set. It says that we're supposed to get some of these special eggs, and each time you take down one of these ghosts, you will get special eggs, so you can do that. And there's different areas here. We'll show you basically all the different areas. You're going to have to go to get the different type of ghosts and everything. But now at this point, you can see we're going to go after this chicken and see how that egg pops up right there. I've got it to where it automatically comes to me. You may have it to where you have to walk over it to pick it up. It really kind of depends on how much you've played the game already. So at this point, all you're trying to do is collect a certain number of eggs from these guys so that you can do the next mission for Ella. So now that we've got that, I think we've got enough over there. Now we can go and talk to Ella again over here and get another mission. So she's going to give you a reward here, as always. And give you another mission. She likes to give you lots of missions and lots of rewards. I really appreciate it. So the next one here is you have to go open something here from the shop. So in the shop, let's see, I'm going to click on the pet crate. And in order to do this, you want to click on view down here. And if you have too many, you might not be able to open one. You might have to go through your inventory and delete. I had to go and do that. But then after you do, you should have enough to be able to open at least one. I opened up a chunks right here. Is that like a taco with a big buff arms? I have no idea. It is very, very confusing to me what that actually was. Okay, so moving on though, we're gonna go and we're gonna talk to Ella again. So as always, she's gonna give you another reward, and then she's going to give you another mission. You're going to probably have to go and attack some different ghosts, and then there's this little slide thing that you're going to have to go through as well. So once you get this next mission here from Ella, then it's time to go and complete this mission. All right, got to get like an egg pun or two from our friend Ella over there. But now what we have to do is we have to go after a different type of ghost. So the next ghost that we see up here, you can see like there's little flowers and little gnome looking things. So the next part of the mission is to go and attack some of these. There might be some people in the server who are trying to steal your ghosts from you, so you know, just try to let other people, you know, get their items as well. And no trolling, guys, no trolling. Or I guess in this instance we could call it gnoming, right? So up here in this little section though, there's a certain number of gnome type of ghosts that you got to get, and then there's the flower ghost. So all you have to do is make sure you get the right number. And again, they've got the missions track there in the upper right hand corner, so it lets you know basically when you're done with the part that you need to do, and you can go over to Ella and you can get another mission and your reward. So yeah, here we go. There's still a few more missions that we have to get completed from her. She says we're about halfway through, but we still got a little bit of a ways. Few more missions, not too bad. It's not really too many missions left. But now there's a whole nother area we got to go back into that we have not gone into yet. And that area is over here. You can see also we've got these hoverboards. You can move a little bit faster if you've got your hoverboard going, but depending on whether or not you've played the game, I'm not sure if everybody starts off with a hoverboard. This is not the one that you want to go up. It tells you to go up the certain slide, and see at the end of the slide there's like a little round loop that you're supposed to go through. So this is what this part of the mission is. You're supposed to go down this side, this slide right there, and jump through that little loop. I think I got it. All right, so yeah, it's pretty easy to go through that whole thing. I'm not sure if you can go down the slide without going through it, but now come over to Ella one more time. We're going to talk to her, then we're going to do our standard get our reward, and also talk to her a little bit more to get the next mission. So over back where we went to the slide, it looks like we're going to have to go back over to that area, and there's a couple particular type of ghosts that we're going to have to go after and capture over here. There's these weird looking butterfly fairy sort of ghosts. I don't know. They're supposed to be like fairy ghosts, but they look like butterflies to me. So you have to get a certain number of those, and then there's also, see this little chocolate bunny guy over here? There's some chocolate bunnies that you're supposed to get as well as far as the ghosts. So we got that one and one more of these fairies. Okay, So now it looks like this part of the mission is covered. Now we're going to go back over to Ella, our friend over here. What's up, Ella? Okay, so we're going to give her, I think we're giving her souls for the ghosts. I'm not sure exactly, but now we're rewarded this golden carrot. So that was the whole point in going through our missions with Ella. We wanted to get the golden carrot. The golden carrot is needed to go to this next part. And over here, if you go up here and past those ghosts in that area, and in here there's a little circle, and when you get into that circle, once you get some people in that circle, it starts counting down. So you guys can get one person in there. It's pretty hard with one person. I recommend try to get more than one person in here to battle this bunny. Basically, what you want to do is try to avoid him and any of his shots that he's taking at you. And then when he gets knocked down, you're going to go up to him and you're going to try to hit him with your little vacuum thing and try to continue to take him down. Now you see underneath there, every time he hits you, there's this thing that says corrupted. See how that's 10%? Now locally, anybody who gets hit, they will start having that number go up. Now, it's a local number. Everyone's going to kind of have different numbers based on how many times they've actually been hit by Fluffy the bunny. So just make sure you stay away from him. And if you're in the server by yourself, the bunny's basically going to be focusing on you and trying to hit just one person. So it's going to be pretty difficult. So I recommend, try to work with people, work together, try to take this boss out. As you can see at the top, he's got a little blue line. The blue line is the shield. So when you're knocking the shield down, when it gets to the bottom, basically he falls over, and then you can start taking away some of the green stuff, which is his life. Like right here. See, we've knocked down the shield. You want to get as close to him as possible, and just use your vacuum cleaner as consistently as possible to just try to take as much of his life away as you can. And then, as you can see, he's going to get up again. He's going to have another shield. He's going to start going after people. Sometimes he's going to target you, and he's really tricky to get away from, but just try to do your best to keep hitting him as much as you can and take him down. Alright, so here we go, taking him down, and it says when you've defeated him, it'll say you defeated him, and you can get a pack. So basically, this is what you're going for, is the pack that you get, but the mission's not over quite yet. We still need to go and talk to Ella. She still gave us a mission that we're supposed to complete as a part of this whole thing, and then she's going to give us a reward and some extra items here that are a part of this whole event thing. But she's going to say you did it, and then you're going to get your rewards, and you will also get the egg and a badge. So if you guys are new here, I would love to have you subscribe, hit that notification bell, check out my videos on all of the other eggs, and thank you so much for watching. We will talk to you guys later. What's up, guys, and welcome back to DeeterPlays. So I want to show you how to get this next egg. The game is called Gravity Oasis. It's like a really cool theme park game. So as soon as you enter up and you kind of walk through the entrance, you're going to get a little cutscene here from this guy, this mad scientist dude who apparently has issues with egglians, or aliens that are eggs, and are destroying the whole thing. So what you need to do is save everybody against these alien eggs. Anyways, he's got a teleporter right next to him, but in order to use the teleporter, you have to collect 3 pieces of salvage. In order to collect 3 pieces of salvage, you need to ride roller coasters. So if you guys follow this path that I'm showing you right here, I'm going to head straight to one of the closest roller coasters. Now, the roller coasters are the only ones that count, and also you can go through the same one 3 times in a row. But yeah, there's usually like an entrance area. You have to kind of walk along here. We'll definitely speed forward after this in just a minute while we're on the roller coaster, but basically just kind of go around. You can't go in the fast entrance unless you already have that that pass, but if you have it, it might save you some time here. Now, every time you sit on the roller coaster, you're gonna have to wait for like, I don't know, 30 seconds. I'm not sure exactly how long, but you have to wait a while. So just sit there and wait, and then you'll go through the roller coaster, and as soon as you're done, you'll see that it's scrap on the left side. It has counted up to 1. Now I just go and get back on the same roller coaster, just gonna ride through it again, and then after you get done with the roller coaster the second time, you'll see over there scrap is number 2, and then we're gonna turn around and we're gonna ride the roller coaster for a 3rd time. So it takes a little bit of time to get through this. The roller coaster area, I'm speeding up, obviously, like 5 times what the speed actually is. So now that you've got your 3rd piece of scrap, though, go back to the entrance, and this teleporter should work for you now. As long as you've got 3 of your pieces of scrap, you should be able to stand on that, and the teleporter should work for you. You don't actually have to talk to this guy. You can just tell him to have a nice day. Stand here, and it'll probably take a couple seconds before it actually teleports you, but eventually it's going to send you to this spaceship. And there is also some cut scenes that you will encounter. there's some stuff that you got to do, some things that you got to find. I'm going to show you where everything is. Basically, this is a door and it's locked. You can't get in there, so you got to find another way around. There's a vent here, however, so if you only had something to climb into it, something kind of like a ladder, maybe? So if you turn around over here, then right here you'll find a ladder, and then just click on the ladder, and then that will pick it up, and then you can go back into that other room, and then you just place the ladder right here in this spot. After you place the ladder, come up here. I like to zoom into first person up here, but follow where I'm going in the maze. You just go here, take a right over there, follow along this path, okay, and then here again, take a right, and then again, take a right. So basically, if you go right, you'll be all right. So now go through here. This is the next little area. Now there's a little pin thing there, but we need a key card to be able to use it. So now what we need to do is go somewhere in the level and find a key card. But there's some lasers here that you kind of have to worry about. So try not to trip up on these lasers, because that will definitely be bad. But these really aren't too hard to get around. Just jump through the way I'm doing it right here. You won't have to deal with the lasers on the way back. Pretty straightforward. Just, yeah, try not to get hit. So when you go to the end of this, you're going to find a little room here. Now, in the corner of the room, you will find a little area where you can go there and find the key card. There we go. There's the key card right in the corner of that room. So now your friend who you're working with says that he has disabled those lasers, but you got to bring the key card over there to open the next door to get into the next part for this whole thing. Okay, so now we're heading back this way. Go back the way that you came, and then you're going to go use that key card right there on that right here. Okay, so now this gets you, I guess, into the cockpit. Now there's buttons that you're supposed to push in a certain sequence. This is a little harder if you're like on Xbox or something, because you kind of don't know exactly which ones you're hitting, but it should work on Xbox. Anyways, just go and hit all the buttons that are turning white. If you hit the ones that turn white, then once you hit them, they will turn green, and then that will help you open the next door to move on into the storage room, which if you turn around is just right over there, right next to you. So keep moving forward. And so in this part, it's a little bit tricky. There's these little lights moving around, and there's basically security things. If the lights hit you, it's basically just going to reset you back just a little bit. But there's another door that you're supposed to get through. Just try to avoid getting hit by these lights in the meantime, because you'll have to get reset back. Now, there's a couple different rooms here. There's 3 different rooms in this little area. Now, each room has a cog. See this little cog that's on the floor right here? I'm going to get hit before I click it. Oh, boom. Okay, so, but see what happens? It just resets you back to another little save location that you've gone in. So go forward. You got to see these little cogs right here. There's number 1. There's a total of 3 of them that you want to pick up. So I can just reset over there. Go into this next room around the corner. Now there's some automatic lights. Again, want to try to avoid the lights, but you can just get the cog and then get hit by the lights, and it'll kind of set you back and save you a little time. So now in this area, you can go avoid this guy for sure. And then there's across the way another little room with a very similar light situation going on. So now that you've got all 3 of the cogs, you should be able to go through the door for the next area. Okay, so come over here and click on this. That will open the door right here. So now you can go through to the next area and get the egg. This is the egg. We're getting much closer to it now, but we're going to have to deal with a few more little issues, and those issues come in the form of lasers, because when you scroll back, you're going to start seeing a bunch of lasers that are popping out that the player has to jump through. So it's not too tricky, but if your hand or anything like touches the lasers even just a little bit, so I recommend, like, if you might want to like make your character short or take off some certain accessories or whatever, but it's not really too bad. You should be able to get through here without too much of a pain. And then after you get through here, let's see, we're going to jump all over that one, jump over this laser. All right, so now we go to the egg, and you can't just like run into the egg. It's not like just grabbing it. we got just a few more things to do, and that is we got to grab it. So go and click on him, and then he basically becomes a backpack that you're carrying with you. And now all you have to do is escape. This is the end of the mission. Once you go through this pod, it will take off. They will check the engines, and you have done the job to get this egg. If you guys are new here, I would love to have you subscribe and hit that notification bell. You guys will be notified when we do live streams, when we're shooting eggs from the various egg launchers. And thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you guys later. What's up, guys, and welcome back to DeeterPlays. So in order to get this egg, the game is Hero Havoc. So the way the game starts, you kind of have to go through a little bit of a tutorial in the beginning, and it's going to take a little bit of time based on a certain spawn rate. So first, what you're going to want to do is pick a helper. So you've got right here, I've picked a knight, so that he can be a helper for me. But then you're going to have to meet a couple of people here, and you're going to have to go through a little bit of a tutorial in the very beginning. So you've got this old wizard guy that is super OP. He's got a lot of power, and he likes to help you fight. So you're going to do a little sample fight here basically in the beginning. You've got a bandit that tries to attack you. You've got yourself. You've got your knight friend. And then you've got the old wizard who is going to come and help and bail you out if necessary. But this guy is really easy to take care of right away, so you don't really have to worry too much about that. There's this other battle that you have to go through. It looks like we've got 5 of these guys that we have to battle against. So 5 against 3, not very fair, but when you've got yourself a super powerful wizard, it's really not too much of a problem because he zaps them like right away. So that's basically how the game goes. You do these different battles, you can level up, you can get new spells, you can make yourself stronger. That's what the game's about, but we're going to talk about the mission here for the egg hunt primarily. But after you go through that tutorial, you're going to be in this town. It's going to try to get you to talk to that person over there, but next to him is, see this little dark bunny right here? He seems like a fluffy bunny, perfectly trustworthy, right? He doesn't seem evil at all. Anyways, he's going to give you a mission. There's owls apparently in the forest who took his eggs, so you're supposed to get his eggs back for him and go into the Easter egg hunt event. So I'm just going to talk to this person too, because there's a little arrow that's kind of directing me to them. So yeah, we're going to just kind of click on this person, the old lady, and then she shows you right here where the portal is. And from this portal, this is how you go to different areas, and that's how you get to the forest. So thank you for letting us know where the portal is. Just remember, this guy who doesn't know how to spell owls correctly wants you to go into the forest and to get 10 of the eggs. So go into the portal, and you want to go to the forest. You don't want to go to the town or the desert or the bamboo forest or the social park because that's not part of the Easter egg hunt mission. So just teleport right over there. Now over here you're going to find different creatures, and if you run into these creatures, basically it engages a battle with them. What a lot of these are is owls. So you let them run into you. Basically they flip around and then they poke you with their beak, and that engages a battle, and generally there's 2 of these. So there's a certain spawn rate on these, but as you beat these guys, they drop objects. Like, see how that money dropped right there? You can get the money, you can get things that help you like gain experience, you can get things that help you gain gold, but you can see right there, I don't think I got any during that one. I'm still 0 out of 0. So what you're gonna have to do is go around and basically fight a whole bunch of owls until you manage to get enough of these eggs. So let's see right here. Hopefully he's going to drop an egg here soon. Okay, so we defeated that one. Yeah, we got 1 egg already. See how on the right side it says Easter Event 2020. It says 1 out of 10. So now we've got 1 out of 10 of those. So basically what you need to do is just keep grinding, doing the same thing over and over with this. Go and engage in battle with these owls. Some of them are more likely to drop them than others. As you can see right there, we just picked up another thing. Now, if they drop any of these objects, make sure you click on those objects to pick them up, because like that book right there, it's not there unless you pick it up. So I'm going to speed this forward quite a bit, and we're going to go through and we're going to battle a bunch of these owls, and we're going to pick up as many of these eggs as we can until we get to 10. All right, there we go. So now we've got 10 out of 10. Took several battles against owls in order to get that, but now that you've got 10 out of 10, you just want to go back to the town, which is the area that you started out at in the very beginning, and you want to go back and talk to that bunny that you talked to before. So if you come over here and let's see, scroll around, where is that? Oh, there he is. He's over on this other side over there. Okay, so go and talk to this guy. Click on him, and then he's got a little bit of some information to reveal to you. You got the eggs back. I'm not really the Easter Bunny. I'm their evil twin. I was bored and I stole the Easter Bunny's eggs, so I could tell that this was an evil bunny just by looking at him. It's those glowing red eyes that usually is a giveaway. But anyways, you'll get a badge, and then you will have the item in your inventory. If you guys are new here, I would love to have you subscribe and hit that notification bell. Check out all of the other egg hunt videos on this channel. Hit the notification bell so that you can be notified about the live streams. Thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you guys later. Hey guys, welcome back to DeeterPlays, and this is the game Hotel Stories for this egg. When you start out in the lobby, you're going to want to go to the egg hunt Mission Egg Possible. It's going to time out for a little bit, but then you're going to go to this area where there is a festival. So I'm going to speed up just the video here just by double speed, because a lot of this is walking around and dialogue stuff. But first thing you want to do when you come in here, just try a piece of food here at the table with Adam, and then you grab a piece of food. It heals you with 25 HP, but then it looks like something crazy's happening. There's some sort of earthquake, and then everybody else pretty much just runs away and runs to the hotel. But you don't want to run to the hotel. See over there, there is a nice piece of cake that you should try. Just go and try that piece of cake. It's really yummy. It's free cake. I mean, you would try a free cake if you saw it just sitting there on a random plate, but now you don't feel good, and now it's also made your person shrink. So now your avatar is a little smaller than it was before. Now, over on the other side here, there is that little hole back there. It is a rabbit hole. So you go next to it. You got to basically kind of get near it, and then you're going to have this mysterious character come and say hello. He says his name's Benny, and then he pushes you into the rabbit hole. So I'm assuming it's his rabbit hole, and he needs some help in his burrow. Apparently, there is some danger. There's some snakes that have sort of taken over. Evil serpents have stolen the egg and corrupted it. So basically, what you need to do is defeat those evil serpents and get the egg and make it not corrupt, and then you will get the item in your avatar, in your inventory. So now right here it says the snakes went further up over here. You can follow Benny. He's going to kind of lead you towards the snakes, and he's going to help you take care of them. But first, we've got some gophers here that are going back and forth, and you don't want to get hit by them. You want to just kind of wait until they go over to the side and try to make your way over them. They're not really too hard to get around. They are really fast, but you just got to make sure you go at the right time and jump over them, and then you get on the other side, and you're good to go. Now it says, now you can even like talk smack to those guys. You might have other players in here helping you out, and it could actually make this part go a little bit faster, because Benny the bunny is hungry, and he wants some carrots. But when you pick up these carrots, it makes you super slow. So you want to go grab the carrots and then walk them back to Benny. Again, like this part is going to be a lot faster if you've got more than one person in the server, and like 3 people could go in and each person gets him one bunny, gets him one of these carrots, and then he's going to be good to go. But right now in this video, I'm going to go and just bring him all 3 of the carrots to that lazy bunny. I don't know why he thinks that it's my job to carry him carrots. Anyways, I think I'm going to pass on those carrots myself. But now he's going to give you a slingshot. So he gives you a nice little slingshot that you can use that is going to be helpful for you, and you're going to have to kind of use it here soon as well. But first you got to wait for Benny to build a little bridge. He's going to build a little bridge for you. It doesn't take him too long at all, just a few seconds. And then you can head up over to the top, and Benny's going to come and visit you again. Now you can see over there, there's some serpents. You can't shoot them just yet, but Benny says that you can shoot them after a minute. Then they start coming after you. Now this is kind of similar to like Zombie Rush sort of thing. You're going to have to just kind of keep running, keep jumping, and keep trying to shoot these snakes as they're coming after you. It's not too hard, but it can also be a little bit tricky because there's 5 snakes, and they're definitely chasing after you really fast. So don't let them get you, and don't let them kill you. And if so, you're going to have to kind of go back a little bit and then come back here. But there's also this little barrier here in front of you. Now, there was a barrier earlier, and he didn't tell you to use eggs on that one. But anyways, you can see there's like 4 little pieces of wood, and you have to knock all 4 of them off just by shooting them with eggs. It takes a little bit just because, I mean, you've got 10 and then you got to reload. It takes a second to reload and then you shoot them. All the boards will eventually fall off and then it says you've cleared the blockage. And now you can move on to the next part. He also uses some bunny puns as well. Now this part here is the maze. It's a little bit tricky, so kind of follow the direction of what I'm going right now. There might be some arrows that you'll see in there to help you. So if you get stuck in here, just make sure you kind of go back, check out the video, and try to find your way back to where you are, or you can just keep wandering around and get to know the maze a little bit, and then eventually you'll find your way to the end of it. But hopefully you won't spend too much time on this part, because as you see right there, there's a couple of dead ends, but see this dark area? If you find that dark area, you're probably going to want to go into it and then head back a little bit further here, and then right here around this corner. So those dark areas are actually where you want to head into. Now this is the exit. It says that you have found the exit, and somehow Benny just magically makes his way back here so that he can help you. So now he's saying, prepare yourselves. They're not going to go down easily. Yeah, he's talking about more of those snakes in there. So you're going to want to go in there and basically click on the door, and then after you click on the door, it's going to eventually open and let you into the throne room, and you've got the egg in there. The egg is corrupted. They've corrupted it. So these snakes, again, you have to go and battle some snakes. They're going to be coming after you. I think there's actually fewer snakes this time. There's only 3 of them, so you don't have to go after as many, and you got a little bit more room to move around. So just go after those guys, kill them, take them out, and then you can go and grab the egg. If you touch it and click on it, it will open up, and then you can uncorrupt the egg and then grab it for yourself. If you guys are new here, I would love to have you subscribe and hit that notification bell, and thank you so much for watching. We will talk to you guys later. What's up, guys, and welcome back to DeeterPlays. So this egg is in Mad City. When you start out, pick a hero in the very beginning. It's going to make this a whole lot easier when you're a hero. So basically, you see this little NPC over here. He's got a mission for you. He tells you to go off to an Easter island that is off on the right side. But again, like I recommended you being a hero, it's because you can fly as some of these other ones. So I recommend, like this one right here, Inferno. You can select this one and you can fly with it. So all you do is select your power there, and then after your power is selected, you double jump, and then you're flying, and you can get to the island, and you can do this whole mission a lot faster this way. So over there, you can see across the way, as soon as you leave, you take a right, you see this island over here with a whole bunch of big, huge eggs. You can also see that there's a little indicator right there that is an egg that's telling you where to go. There's a little podium right there that you can see, and in the podium there's little stands where you can put 5 different eggs. So it says 0 of 5 eggs. So on this little island that you're on, there's going to be eggs scattered around in like random areas, and they're like falling from the sky, so they won't all like be there in the beginning, but as you're like around this area, you'll probably see one maybe fall like over there. Like here we go, right here. There's different colors of these eggs too. What you want to do is go pick one up. Now you can only hold one at a time, so if you try to go and grab a second egg, it won't let you actually pick it up. You can only hold one of these eggs at a time. So you grab one egg and you come over here, and then you place the egg on the podium, and then you go find more eggs, and you just keep doing that. Basically, you need to get 5 eggs on there. Sometimes there's more than one person in the server, and a bunch of people are all trying to get eggs onto the podiums. Basically, you will get the egg. You will get the reward and the prize if you are one of the people that ends up putting an egg on this after it's teleported. So there's going to be, it turns into a teleporter after you get 5 eggs on there. So right there, see I placed the 5th egg and it says stand on the platform. So it's going to teleport you to a boss area. You don't have to complete the boss in order to do the mission. In order to win the item and to do this mission, all you have to do is be at least one of the people who put an egg on one of these little pedestals, and after it teleports, then at this point you should be rewarded the egg. You can do the boss mission if you want to, but you really don't have to. If you guys are new here, would love to have you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you guys are notified about streams when we shoot eggs at you guys from the launchers. And thanks so much for watching. We'll talk to you guys later. What's up, guys, and welcome back to DeeterPlays. So this egg, in order to get it, the game is called Minery. So we've got the link in the description. Once you get in here into this vent area, you want to go to the back, and there's a little NPC that you want to talk to. And basically, you talk to this NPC, and they're going to give you a mission. It looks like there's an egg, and it's hidden somewhere nearby inside of the map. So basically, you can see on the left side, there's a new position tracker over there. So underneath the egg, you see there's like minus 378, minus 32, minus 20, and plus 28. So basically, you can see as you move around, your position changes. But in order to get to this place, you can't do it just above ground. You have to kind of go back underneath some of these walls. So basically, if you guys can see right here, there's this little main area, and you can see the position that I'm in. The Y position, you can see as you go down, that's going to go negative, the Y position, see right there. As we go down, see it's -7. You go down a little further, and it's going to be more. I wouldn't recommend going down so much right now as trying to get to the proper X position. I'd try to say get to the X position where you can get to the minus 378 from under here. You might find some treasure chests in here, but this might remind you a little bit of like mining simulator and that kind of stuff. But if you go left and right, you can see how the Z actually lines up. So now what I'm going to do is try to get Z lined up here underneath the ground to where I can get Z over to 28, go over just a little bit more. All right, so the Z is right there, 28. Okay, so now that we've got this, we're going to get the X to go back further. As we can see, when we go in this direction, that X keeps changing to negative, and the Z is now locked in at 28. So basically, it's about that. You have to find your position. Use where I am as a little bit of a guide, because you're going to have to kind of basically go back underneath that wall, and you can't do it on the surface, and there might be some stuff here that's a little bit harder for you to dig through. So just kind of watch as I'm digging through here. You've got a little bit of a backpack, so as you're digging, the backpack starts to fill up, and eventually you're going to get to a point where you're going to have to stop and go back to the shop. We'll show you that here in just a second. But right now, all we're doing is trying to get back to that 378 position and keep the Z position as much as we can. Now you might see that there's some solid stuff over there that you can't exactly go through, so you may have to get yourself to go down a little bit. It's not too hard to get out of this, so you don't have to build steps. It's really easy to just kind of go automatically to the surface after you've filled up your backpack and everything. So let's see, now we're at minus 35 on the Y, so I think I went down just a little bit too far, but we're pretty close. We might have to go up just a little bit more. These ones right here, now depending on what the block actually has in it, some of them might take a little bit more time for you to kind of knock those blocks over, but let's see, we're in 344, so we need to keep going this direction just a little bit more in order to get closer to it. Also, since we're at minus 35, I'm going to just jump up just one more level to get to where we're at. Well, now we're at minus 28, so we're close enough. We're getting really close to this. But it says right here you need to sell your ores. I clicked on that. It takes a minute to load to get up there. But once you go up here, go to this little shop, and then you can click on sell all, and that will make more room in your backpack so you can go in there. So go back to that hole that you've got. Here's a little bit of a perspective to show you where I'm at. So we had to go in there and take a left and get that to where it's matched up with the Z. Now we're going to go back here, dig into the X, and then all we have to do is go up or down just a little bit to make sure that we can match those coordinates on the positions. But basically what we're doing is this egg is hidden at exactly these coordinates right here. Alright, so we're at 350, 371. Okay, so now we need to just kind of mine our way back just a little bit more. So now we're at the Z position and at the X position, pretty close. It's going to change pretty easily. So it looks like what we need to do is dig down just a little bit, and oh, there we go. There's the object. So you guys might be seeing like a slightly different thing just to see the full picture of the egg, but you'll see the egg right there at that position, and it will be floating. I'm going to kind of chop around it a little bit just to kind of show you what you're going to do. But after you find this egg in this position, go ahead and grab it. It says you collected the lost egg of Minery, and congratulations, you've got the egg in your inventory. If you guys are new here, would love to have you subscribe and hit that notification bell. Check out the other egg videos on my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll talk to you guys later. Hey guys, welcome back to DeeterPlays. So in order to get this egg, the game is Monsters of Etheria. I hope I said that correctly. So you go into this little town as a part of the event thing. You see this guy right here. This is Leonard, and you want to talk to Leonard. He's a big fan of chicken, and he's also a fan of art. So he also is a big fan of baguettes as well. But anyways, what you're going to do is talk to him, and he gives you a mission. There is some paint that's scattered around the map. There's some purple paint and some pink paint, and there's this little egg that's in the middle, and what you want to do is get the paint and you want to apply it to this egg to make an Easter egg basically, and to get what you need. So see that egg right there in the middle? So you can find these little beacons that show you where the paint is located. So you go to it, and just like this, you fill up your bucket, and then you go and you apply the paint. So you need to do this with 2 pink ones, I believe, and 3 purple ones. So you guys can just kind of watch how I do it here in this video, and see how some of these are pretty far away. So you're gonna have to spend some time basically in the map, roaming around, trying to see where things are. But it's a pretty cool looking map. So so guys, just go and check it out. But yeah, make sure you get the right kind of paint and you drop them off on the egg, and don't lose your way and the direction that you came from, so that you guys don't lose where the town is. There's probably gonna be a little beacon there for the egg in the middle, so you guys don't lose where that is as well. But go ahead and just kind of watch here as I go and pick up the paint and drop them off and apply them to the egg. Alright, so here we are with the last bucket. We're going to apply the paint, the last little paint of purple, and now the egg explodes, and then you'll see the egg that you want inside. And then you can just go over it, hover over it, and press E to pick it up. Then you'll get yourself a badge, and you will have yourself a new egg in your inventory. So if you guys are new here, would love to have you subscribe and hit that notification bell. I like to keep you guys updated on Roblox news and everything going on the platform and other free stuff. Check out the other egg hunt videos on my channel, and thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you guys later. What's up, guys, and welcome back to DeeterPlays. So this game is Murder, made by the same guys who did Arsenal. So it says right there, you are the murderer. So basically, what you want to do is keep playing until you get to a round where you are the murderer, or also if you're the one person who is a bystander who is running around with an egg over their head. So the murderer is going to have a knife. Some of the bystanders might have guns to try to take out the murderer as well. But basically, what you want to do is try to find the person who actually has the egg as a head. You're going to run around. One of the bystanders is going to be randomly selected. See this guy? See how his head is an egg? You want to go there and you want to take that person down. Now, when you take that person down, I believe the person who is the murderer and the person who is the egg end up getting the item. So it's going to fall after you chop it off, and then you want to go and pick it up after it falls on the ground. And then after you pick that up, you should get yourself a badge, and then you will have the item. So guys, if you're new here, would love to have you subscribe, hit that notification bell so you guys are notified about future videos and live streams when we're launching eggs at you guys. Also, check out the other egg hunt videos on my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll talk to you guys later. Hey guys, and welcome back to DeeterPlays. I'm going to show you how to get this egg in this game called My Droplets. So when you start out, you're going to go to the adoption center. You can select any of these pets that you want. There's 3 different ones, but basically just select a pet and name it just to get started in the game if it's your first time. And if you've already played the game several times, it may start out a little easier. Anyways, there's going to be this Easter egg event right here. We've got this giant droplet bunny, and it wants you to collect some giant flowers for it, basically. So you must take care of your pet. Basically, don't worry so much about your pet during the mission. We're going to show you where all these giant flowers are. So there's this little area over here outside. It's really easy. It's not the biggest map, so trying to find these areas isn't hard. But just if you head out where that sign is over to where the beach is, you can see back behind the giant droplet, you will find this flower. So you're going to give this one to the giant droplet over there. So that is 1 out of 6 of the flowers that you have to find. If you notice, like after you pick up the flower, it makes your avatar character like run a little bit slower. But basically what I'm going to do in this video is show you where all these flowers are. Some of them aren't that easy to see, like this one almost sort of blended in right there, right in front of that building. So grab that one and bring it over to the giant droplet. And that's basically what you need to do, is go and find these different flowers, and check out the rest of this video and you will see where all these other flowers are. Alright, and as you can see, this very last flower is over here. You have to go to the neighborhood area, and if you go to the neighborhood where all the houses and things are, at the very end here, you can see that there's like a rose or something very end of it. So grab this one and bring it back to that giant droplet. Here we go. Now, here's the big droplet. We're going to give it the last little flower. Now, it's going to be really happy. It's going to say, mission complete. Thank you for bringing the flowers to the giant droplet. And then you're going to get the badge, and you will get the egg item as well. So, if you guys are new here, would love to have you subscribe and hit that notification bell. Check out all the other egg videos on my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll talk to you guys later. What's up, guys, and welcome back to DeeterPlays. So this egg, I want to show you how to get it. The game is called Plain Crazy, and basically your mission is to find the egg. But in order to find the egg, first thing you're going to want to do is get yourself a plane. So you're going to have to go through basically this whole tutorial, but it does walk you through every little step. You basically click on that little hammer right there, and it shows you where you're supposed to place all the little pieces, and it gives you a little bit of details, a little bit of information. There's this whole thing where you've got your center of gravity going on, and then you've got other things like you want to make sure you line up the center of gravity in a certain way so that it doesn't fall over. But it's all basically right there in the instructions. It's a little tricky. It might take you guys a little bit time to get through this one just to make sure you can grab all the items and put them where they belong. But so you build the plane, And if you stand in like different spots, it might be a little easier to do what you need to do, but it'll tell you what to click on. Like right here, you have to get fuel, and then it shows you all the little boxes where you need to put the fuel. So it's not really too hard. It's like so many other games where we have blocks and we're building something, and the tutorial's great because it just walks you straight through it. Now, if you've already like played this game and you've got an airplane or something, then I guess you don't have to really go through this part. But you can see on the bottom, like there's R, T, and Y. So a lot of these items, they need to be kind of facing a certain direction, and you will see the way it looks in the silhouette, basically the version of it that's sort of transparent that shows you where to put this. But we've got like the wings, we've got the fuel, we've got other parts of the plane, we've got to put on these control surfaces, and right there it says use R, T, and Y to rotate the selected part. So each of those buttons rotates it along a different axis, but you can see like right there, there's that one in the back. We're going to have to make sure that we rotate these so that they're working the way they're supposed to. And once we've got that, see we've got that fin on the back that we need to add as well. So we're gonna have to do a little bit of rotating to get this one where we want it. See right there? So you'll have to kind of mess around with it and figure out how those buttons R, T, and Y rotate the item the way you want it. But basically, I'm gonna go through this whole process right here, and you can see me building this airplane. Now, after it's built, I will come back and talk to you about a little bit more how to fly it and where you need to go in order to finish the mission for the egg. But see how they've got the that yellow ball and that blue ball right there in the middle. You want to line those up so that the plane will fly correctly. And we're going to add landing gear, we're going to add some props, a couple other things, and then I'll let you know when it's time to take off. Okay, so now that we've put the seat on the plane, that is the last part, and you see the little airplane right there, you can click green, and that will spawn your plane. So this might be a little tricky. It says use W and S, and then up and down, and also basically a lot of it is about your where your mouse is located. So just think of it as your plane is going to try to chase your mouse. If you get lost or under the map, you can click that reset button and you can go back to the top and you can respawn and start all over. Clicking on that anytime, you can just go back here and but what you're trying to do is you see that little floating island? you're trying to get there. Now, if you move your mouse in certain spots, you may see that it's going to fly in circles. But watch here, as I move my mouse, basically the airplane is chasing my mouse. So if you kind of move it above the plane, you should be able to fly up. If you move the mouse below the plane, you should be able to fly down. If you move it left of the plane, you should go left. And if you move it right of the plane, you should go right. So basically just try to do this and do what you can to try to get yourself to that island. It's like a quadcopter island. It's got 4 little propellers that are holding it up, and in the middle of that island is where you're going to find the egg, and that's what you're going for, guys. You want to go for that egg right in the middle. See, it's a little tricky to kind of steer yourself. You may have to take a few tries, and you might have to reset your airplane a little bit to get to where you want to go, because it's not really that intuitive how this works, and trying to get it to go down and up in the right way is a little bit tricky, but just kind of do what I'm doing here. See, now once you've got on your track to the island, you can do that, you can go down, and once you get down there, you can actually just kind of jump out of your airplane, and once you jump out of your airplane, you're good to go. Now go up to the top of the hill, grab that egg, and that's the end of the mission. If you guys are new here, would love to have you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you're notified about other videos, and also check out the other egg hunt videos and tutorials on my channel. Thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you guys later. What's up, guys, and welcome back to DeeterPlays. So this one is Restaurant Tycoon. In order to get this egg, link is in the description. Once you do this, you're supposed to get in here. You're gonna set up a restaurant, basically. If you've already got one in there, then you can just load your restaurant that you have. But basically, in the beginning, you're just gonna have to pick a style of restaurant that you want, and you might have some customers in there already. But right now, what we need to do is we need to leave our restaurant and go over here to E.G.G. I think it's sort of like IKEA, but obviously you can see there's an Easter event. That's a part of the whole thing. Now this person right here, you're going to want to talk to Wendy. Wendy's a little weird, and she doesn't really tell you the truth. She's like basically like, sorry, like don't talk to me. But all you have to do is just keep coming back and talking to her over and over. You don't need to leave. You don't have to do anything else. Just come back to her. If she's saying something else, just give it a little more time and then come back and talk to her. But you have to just keep talking to her like over and over and over until eventually she's like, I've got no secrets. Each time she's going to say something different. And eventually, after you talk to her enough times, she's just going to say, hey, here's this secret little passage, and she's going to open it up behind the counter. So go in there and go in that little passageway and come down to the bottom of this little area, and you see what looks sort of like a library, and then you've got this chef guy over here. Now it's not time to talk to him just yet. You need to go and find yourself a little book, which is hidden over here. You can come over here in the library and you'll see one of the books actually kind of stands out and it glows a little bit. You press E. When you pull that out, it opens this secret little passage door that you guys can go into. So you want to turn around, go into that little door over here, and then you're going to see a little book in the middle. So you go up to that and you grab the book, and you want to bring that book out, but first Chef Luigi doesn't want to let you get away with it unless you can actually play his little mini game. So what shows up here is it's basically like Candy Crushers. You try to match like 3 in a row, and then once you get 3 in a row matched, then they go away, and you just have to play this a little bit. You can see on the bottom there's a little progress bar there that shows you the progress of how you're doing in his Chef Luigi's Cooking Crush. So, but basically, yeah, match the cakes, match the soups, match the salads, match the pizzas, and if you got 3 in a row, they basically go away. Now, after you get that, you get to keep this new recipe from the chef. So you've got this right here, the gourmet omelet, which is an exclusive recipe now. Now you have to click continue and then go over to your restaurant. Now, I would recommend just start sitting some of your customers. There you go, and basically what you're trying to do at this point, you're trying to hope for customers that will order the new omelet and then make them an omelet and deliver it to them. So each person, they come, you sit them down at one of the tables, you can ask them what their order is. When you click on them, they will tell you what your order is, and then you guys can go back and make it in the kitchen for them. But yeah, unless you actually click on what they're asking for, it won't properly take their order. We've got some new customers over here. Like, these guys want the gyro on the right. That's not what I'm looking for. So here's some other customers. Let's see if they order the omelet at all. There we go. So both of them are ordering the omelet. I'm going to take their order, and I'm gonna go make an omelet for them. But usually, as far as what you can make, it seems like you can only make it in the order that people order it. So you kind of have to. You'll see over there, E. It says to do cooking. I'm just gonna take these guys' order real quick too, just to see if they were wanting the omelet as well. There we go. I got their orders. So you come over here behind the kitchen, and it says you could press E to cook, and then it will show you where you need to go there on the table. And see on the bottom, it tells you what you need to do to cook this thing. So you can like click, 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 click. Click rapidly. It might have you move the mouse left and right. It might have you move in a circular fashion. It might have you press D or press S. Basically, you're going to go through a certain combination of certain things, and that's going to help you to make whatever the item is. And now that you've got the item made, it should show up here on the counter right on the top. Okay, so I've got those euros. That's not exactly what I wanted to deliver, so I'm just going to try to get those out of the way. See, like basically what you cook kind of depends on what they ordered. So now that we've got this, I should be able to make the omelet now. Okay, so there we go. Gourmet omelet. Now go to the kitchen. You can press the buttons, do exactly what it tells you to do. Press S. Now move the mouse. It has you spin the mouse sometimes. Press D, press the left click button, and then D, and then click a few more times. You're gonna have to move the mouse around, and then basically just finish going through the process of cooking this omelet. And now that you've cooked the omelet, you're gonna get a congratulations, and then you will have the egg in your inventory. If you guys are new here, would love to have you subscribe and hit that notification bell. Check out my other videos on how to get all the other eggs, and thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you guys later. Hey guys, welcome back to DeeterPlays. So this egg you can get in the game Robloxian High School. So if you look over there on the side, it says the Despacito Hunt, and you've got 5 different areas and little indicators of where you need to go. Supermarket, Central Park, school, pet store, and wardrobe. So leave your house. There's houses in different areas of the neighborhood. So basically, depending on where you are, you might have to walk a different direction to get to the town. But basically, just go find your way to this town. Really easy to find. First thing we're going to go for is this one right here under the bridge, which is in the park. So you go up to it and you press E, and you can see it go to the left. And then over there in the Central Park one, you can see that your Despacito spider has been found for that location. Now over here, we've got the pet shop, we got wardrobe, we got all these places, and most of them have one of the spiders in here. So we're gonna go in here in the pet shop, and then right there you can see the second Despacito spider, and we're gonna come back out to the wardrobe. This is the next area that we're going to go to, and it looks like a place where you can go and buy some stuff. But over here in the corner, we've got this lovely, lovely Despacito spider with a wig on. So go ahead and grab that one. So that's 3 out of 5. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward to find these guys. So the next one we want to go to, see how that pops up for science class? There is one in school, but first we're going to grab that one inside the supermarket. So if you want to find the supermarket, you're gonna have to walk just a little bit further. It's this yellow building here in the back. And then usually, like to go to the school, you can hit that thing up at the top and you can teleport straight to the school, so you don't have to like find your way to it. So here we go, the supermarket, a little bit further out. We're gonna go and hit this guy. So if we just go in there and head back, you can see Despacito spider right here already. You can grab that guy, put him in your inventory, and then next one is the one in the school. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just teleport straight to the school, and I can turn my GPS off because I don't really need to go to science class, but go in and then take a left. See where the auditorium is? You want to go back to this place, the auditorium. Now when you walk in here, you'll see to the left there's a popcorn machine, and then in there you will find the final Despacito spider. So click on him, or actually go up to him and press E, and then after that you will get a notification that you've got a badge. And then also there on the left side where it says the Despacito Egg Hunt thing, you can click on it, and if you plan on just playing the game, you can actually just hide that whole thing. Now it says the hide event button. So if you click on that, that will get rid of the event button for you in the game after you've already played this. If you guys are new here, would love to have you subscribe and hit that notification bell, and check out the other egg hunt videos on my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll talk to you guys later. What's up, guys, and welcome back to DeeterPlays. I want to show you how to get this next egg. The game is Robot Inc. So you see up there at the top, it says Mission Egg Possible. Now, the first mission is that you've got to get 5 eggs. And there's eggs scattered pretty much all around the map. See these guys? You grab one of those, and then you go get those eggs. But that's just 1 out of 5 for this first mission. So if you get too close to the robots, they're going to start shooting at you. Now, you might have to get kind of close to some of the robots in order to do this. I recommend, if you want, play some of the game, do some of the mining, grab some of the items, and make some of your own robots. And I think that they can help sort of protect you in this process, but you can do fine without robots if you just try to steer clear of them. But if you do get close enough between them, you can see they're going to start kind of coming after you, and then they'll start trying to shoot at you. Because see, these guys right here have guns. But yeah, there you go. We've got 5 of them now. Now you can see up there it says the mission is updated, and the next mission right here you have to get 10 as a part of the egg hunt event. So go and close that. Now in this little arena in the middle, you can find that there's some of these. Basically, there's a bunch of these scattered all over the place, so it shouldn't be really hard for you to try to find like these 15 as a part of the 2 initial meetings. See, I even missed one of the eggs there off on the left, but we've got 4 out of 10 here. Now they're all over the map. There's different areas with them, and even if you get this last one done, there's still areas of the map where you can find like more of them, and there's other missions like bonus missions, so you can get some extra stuff inside the game. But in order to get this one as a part of the egg hunt, you just want to grab these eggs right here, and you want to make sure you fulfill these first 2 missions. The first where you get 5 eggs, and then the second one where you get 10 eggs. So basically all you have to do is find a total of 15 eggs. See all these other little things here? You can usually climb on them. Usually there's some stuff at the top, and then when you get that second one done, it'll say mission complete. You'll get a badge, and you'll have the item in your inventory. Now there's this bonus mission here. You can keep going, and you keep finding stuff, but then you can get some cooler things inside of the game if you do that. So feel free to do that if you guys want. After that, there's even more missions, and it's a pretty cool game. You guys should check it out. Anyways, if you guys are new here, would love to have you subscribe and hit that notification bell. I've got other egg hunt videos on my channel, so go check those out. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll talk to you guys later. What's up, guys, and welcome back to DeeterPlays. So this egg is one that you can get in the game Royal High. You'll see a splash screen that starts off the beginning. Shoot an egg off the top of an enemy's head. After you pick up 3, then you've completed the mission, and you will get a Royal High exclusive item. So once it starts, basically what happens is people have little eggs above their heads. You can't see your own, but you can see it on the other people. See, so you want to use the arrow to shoot that, and then if you get shot, you'll be dazed, and they can come and pick up one of those eggs from off of your head, and they need to get 3 of those. So basically what you want to do is shoot those off of the other person's heads, and then after you shoot, I will show you, you can shoot them, and then they'll be dazed, and you can see right on top of their heads there's that little heart. So just try to shoot that little heart. Basically, if you can get a headshot, essentially, then you've got it. So then they will be dazed, and you can go and see that little egg above their head. You can go and grab it, and then it says +1 egg. After you get 3 of them, you'll see mission complete. You will get a badge, and then you will have the item in your inventory. If you guys are new here, would love to have you subscribe and hit that notification bell. Check out the other egg hunt videos on my channel, and also come to some live streams so I can give you some eggs with the launchers. And thank you so much for watching. We will talk to you guys later. What's up, guys, and welcome back to DeeterPlays. So this egg is a really cool one that you can find in the game Saber Simulator. So when you start out, you're going to see a portal here in the beginning for the Easter event. So you go in that portal, and you've got a little bit of a quest here that you've got to do. You notice that there's a bunch of eggs here on the ground as well. You're going to end up collecting quite a few of those. But first, go talk to this bunny, and they want you to collect 100 eggs. So they're pretty easy to find. They're all around you, and they do respawn, so there's more than 100 eggs all the way around, and after you go around, you come back to the same spot and get some more. But you're just gonna have to run around here and get yourself 100 eggs. Every now and then, it doesn't hurt to go back and see how many you've got so far. So I just need to get 30 more to get our 100. Okay, now that we've hit 100 eggs, go back to the bunny. They'll say, thank you so much for bringing back my golden eggs. Oh dear, while you were here, someone stole something. So basically, you gotta go get a key from this giant bunny boss. So this door opened up, though, right behind the bunny that you were talking to. And there's just a little small, quick obby. If you guys play Saber Simulator a lot and you've already got a whole bunch of jumps, then this is going to be really, really easy to do the obby part. But the bunny up here, it just takes 50 hits. And if that thing pops up that says max, that you're at your max strength, don't hit sell or upgrade, because then it'll probably teleport you to a different location, and then you'll have to come back here. But you can keep hitting him, even though that is still popping up. You can still hit the rabbit and take him down. So after 50 hits on him, then you can go back to the main rabbit who has the quest for you, and you can send the key. And there you go. Then you will say thank you, and then you will get your egg as a reward. If you guys are new here, I would love to have you subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you guys are notified about when we shoot other eggs with those launchers. And thanks so much for watching. We'll talk to you guys later. What's up, guys, and welcome back to DeeterPlays. So this one is an egg that you can get in the game Scuba Diving at Quill Lake. So I'm going to speed through some of this. I'm going about 1.5 speed. But basically what you do is where you start out, you go up to the top, and there's this NPC over by this big tower. So you want to talk to him, and he basically has a quest for you that he needs you to go inside and retrieve the ancient fabled egg of Cthulhu. So you go in there and you want to grab it and you want to get it from him. So basically what you need to do is just kind of follow this path that I'm showing you here in this video. Go down to the bottom. There's going to be a couple puzzles, and we'll let you know a little bit more about the puzzles once we get there. But in the meantime, what you have to do is just kind of follow this path to try to get to the puzzle area. Okay, so right here you can see there's two big pillars. There's a blue one and a red one, and each side there's a red pathway and a blue pathway. Now each of them has different puzzles that you have to go and deal with to get the orb, basically. So right here you're supposed to light up all these. You can see this switch lights this one, this switch lights that one, this one lights that one, this one lights these three, and this one lights those two. So you can see this second one and the fourth one, they seem to light up opposite ones that you want. There you go. Number 2 and number 4, when you light those up, then that is half of the puzzles. On the other side, there's one more little puzzle. You guys know the game, it's like a match game. All you have to do basically is match up all of these different items, these images that are on here. So go in there, you try to remember exactly where the items are. I think the name of the game is called Memory. So you got to go in there and push these, try to match the two up, and then after you've got all of these, you should be able to open the door and go get the red orb. There we go. It says congratulations at the top. So now that you've got that whole thing figured out, you can come over here. Now this little door should be open. So you want to go in there. There's this little red orb that you should grab. Just go and click on it to pick it up. So you've got the red key. And now the next part is to get the blue key. So again, this is just another follow the path. It's not really a puzzle for the next one. It's more of just like a little obby that you have to run through to get the second one. So just check out the path that I'm taking here in this part, and that will show you how to get the blue key. Alright, so at the end of that little path, that little obby, you'll see right here the blue key. Go ahead and pick that one up. So now that you've picked that up, there's this other door right here that's opened up. So now you don't have to go back through the obby. There's a little shortcut that you just need to go through this hole. Okay, now you're in the front. You can place the blue key right here. place the red key right there. That'll open the door, and then you can go in and grab the Cthulhu egg. The egg of Cthulhu will be added. So now all you have to do at this point is go outside from where you started, outside at the very top of the tower, and you have to go talk to that NPC and deliver him the egg that you just captured. And then after you deliver him the egg, you should be good to go. Alright, so as soon as you get to the top, deliver that egg. If you're new here, would love to have you subscribe and hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you guys later. What's up, guys, and welcome back to DeeterPlays. So this is the Shard Egg, and it is in a game called Shard Seekers. Now, in order to get this one, there's a pretty short, simple mission that you have to go through. There's that big spherical building right up there. You want to get inside of that building, but in order to get inside of that building, you have to get 2 special keys. And the keys, there's an orange key and there's a blue key. So, see this little house that's kind of right down there on the corner, around the corner from it, right where you spawn, basically. If you go in there and you go downstairs, you can see right here we've got the first key, the orange key. So just get close to it, and then you can just move your mouse over it and then click on collect. Go back up to the top over here. Okay, so now we're gonna make our way up to the top, and you can we'll take a look at that little spherical building to show you exactly where we're trying to get access to. So these paths, though, generally are here to kind of help you out with this whole thing, and they're nice little markers to help you figure out where you're going. But right here, see that door? That door is locked, and you won't be able to get in unless you've got both of the keys. And we've already got the one, so next, if you want to get the second one, just turn around, and then you see this little path. If you follow this path all the way down to the bottom, it starts going down, and you kind of go off to the right here. And then you go down to the bottom, and there's this little cave structure that you can go inside of, and inside of there is where you're going to find the next key. So I'm going to just take a little shortcut across here. You don't really have to go along the path. You can kind of take a little shortcut around there, but I just figured as far as landmarks, this was the best way to show you according to that path. So now we just go down inside of this little cave area, and you can see on the bottom here, you will find the blue key, the second key that you need. So now that you've collected that one, all you have to do is go to the top and go to that spherical building, and then once you open the door inside of there, you will be able to get yourself the egg. Okay, so now that we've made ourselves back here to this building, keys are required, it's all good, you can open it because you've got both of the keys, and as soon as you go in there, you're going to see the Shard Seeker egg right there inside. Now, again, just go up to it, and then get close enough, and then collect it, and then you will get the badge, and you will also get the item in your inventory. If you guys are new here, I would love to have you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you guys are notified when we do live streams shooting out eggs with all the various egg launchers for the Egg Hunt event. And thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you guys later. What's up, guys? Welcome back to DeeterPlays. So in order to get this egg, the game is called Shark Bite. So you're going to pick, after intermission, a boat, but see this vault there on the floor? You need to get inside that vault. And in order to get inside the vault, you need a key. Now, where do you think that key is going to be? Yeah, you guessed it. It's going to be carried by one of the sharks. So these little sharks, these little bunny sharks, are going to be coming out, and each of the shark is going to have a little rope behind him, and behind the rope, he's going to be carrying a key around with him. So your job is to get that key, basically, from the shark. You can shoot the shark and then be able to get the key released and then go get it. I'd recommend, if you can, try to work with friends on this one, guys. It can be a little bit tricky. So if you can work with somebody and try to pick it up from them, you don't actually have to kill the shark in order to get the key. You just have to be able to touch it, and it's got a pretty big hitbox, so it's not too hard, but it can be a little bit difficult sometimes. And the shark may accidentally just kind of get you in the process. process, but once you got the key, you can see right there, it appears on the screen on the bottom left, and the little key thing is actually going to turn green. So now you want to go back to the lobby, and you want to find your way into that vault that is now opened up. So you go down there, turn around, and you will end up getting yourself that. Okay, so there's also a different round type, like there's a bonus round where you can play a certain game mode, and if you do that, it's kind of like a zombie mode. Every time someone gets eaten by the shark, then they turn into a shark, and each of those sharks will have a key. So as you can see, you might end up in a server with a bunch of sharks swimming around, all of them having a key. So that increases your chances of getting it. So if you can go for that, that will help quite a bit. But again, guys, I recommend, if you can, try to work with some friends on doing this one. And if you guys are new here, we'd also love to have you subscribe and hit that notification bell. Check out the other egg hunt videos on my channel, and make sure the bell's on so that you can come and join when I start launching some eggs from those launchers. Also, thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you guys later. What's up, guys? Welcome back to DeeterPlays. So this game is called Sinking Ship in order to get this one. So you're going to see this little egg hunt mission guy. Go to him, and then it'll take you to a special mission. You're going to spawn right in front of this guy, the captain, and you're going to go through some dialogue with him. You can pretty much say whatever you want, because eventually he's just going to lead you to do part of the mission. And then as soon as you're done, you accept the mission. See, right in front of you is the bow. What you're supposed to do is go talk to that crew member over there. Basically, in this mission, you're going to have to do a lot of running around in this boat. So if you kind of pay attention to like where I'm going, then it should be pretty easy for you. Hopefully you don't get lost, but then there is sort of some signs of where to go, like where it says stern and where it says the bow and all that stuff. But now what you're supposed to do is go all the way to the other side, because you're supposed to be finding this recipe for the captain, and it keeps getting passed around from one person to the other. So now you run from the bow over to the stern of the ship. It's a little bit further ahead here. I've got this video speed up at about 1.75 times the speed, so you'll be moving a little bit slower than this, but it's the same location. Go and talk to this person in the back. And then of course they're gonna talk about like a bird or something, and basically you gotta go and talk to another person because you're trying to get this from this person. But now, after been running all over the place, there's still more running around that you need to do. So you can just kind of click on any of those things, and basically he's gonna go tell you to talk to the nurse, which is down there at the E deck. So you can go find a set of stairs, and let's see, there's A deck right there. So you want to go down to the E deck. So you can see right there, we can see it's C deck, we've got the D deck, and go all the way down to E deck. Now, if you went on a different stairway, you might be right where the nurse is, but I have to kind of find a way to get a little closer to the front of the ship. There we go, there we go. So you might be able to like find the way to just get a little bit further up to the front, or you could go to the front a little bit more in the beginning and find a bigger staircase. But anyways, on the E deck at the very bottom of the staircase, you will find this person, the nurse, and supposedly she's got the scroll, and you're supposed to deliver it for her to the captain. And the scroll, what's in the scroll, I guess you guys will find out. It's some sort of like recipe, actually. So we're gonna come back up here from the E deck. We're gonna have to go a little bit further to the top, and once we're at the A deck, then we're kind of at the main level here. So just navigate your way to the captain. I think I have to go up one more set of stairs here, and then across to the other side to get to the front to where the captain is over here. Okay, there we go. Now, just talk to the captain, let him know you found it, give him your thing, and he will give you a reward and say thank you very much for doing this. And if you guys are new here, I would love to have you subscribe and hit that notification bell. Check out all the other egg hunt videos on this channel, and thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you guys later. What's up, guys, and welcome back to DeeterPlays. I want to show you how to get this particular egg on Ski Resort is the name of the game. So you can see right there, it says 0 out of 11 ramps. You're going to start at the very bottom, and then basically what you do, you can't really start a snowboard. Like if you try to click on this, it says you can only spawn a snowboard at the top of the mountain. So you have to go here, and you have to go to the top of the mountain. So basically just go up here, and then after a certain amount of time walking against that fence, you will move forward. And then over here, make sure you move forward enough into that yellow spot so that the chair actually starts and can help you. So we'll speed forward a little bit here past this, because this takes a little bit of time actually for you to get to the top of this. So it's kind of a slow ride. Just kind of enjoy the view around you. Feel free to use the code DeeterPlay if you guys are buying Robux or getting premium or anything. But whenever you get to the top here, there is 11 of them. The first one, you're just going to want to turn around and then go a little bit further up this escalator, because the first ramp that you want to go off is up here right at the top. So getting really, really far up there in the air. Come over here and then boom. Okay, so now like if you stand right here and then you try to spawn a snowboard, it may just kind of go down the hill without you. So I'd recommend, like, instead of doing that, you just step back just a little bit right here and then spawn it and then get on it. And then once you get on it, you can press the W key and you can start moving. So forward, you know, you can just press W. All right, right there, that's the first ramp. See that? A is left, D is right. So it's a little tricky to control yourself sometimes, but you really need to just go for all these ramps. So here's the location of all these ramps. There's ramp number 2 right there. Now see this one, ramp number 3. So see, I went off of it, but it didn't quite register. So if it does that, just turn around, go back uphill. There we go, it registered that time. And then ramp number 4 right there. And then this one's a little tricky because it's kind of small. If you miss it, just turn around. It doesn't obey gravity. You can like snowboard uphill, so it's no big deal. Then you go off that last ramp right there. This one right here is a tunnel ramp. I missed the entrance, so I'm just going to turn around one more time. We're going to go over here. And then at the end, ramp number 6. There's that one up there that I kind of missed. I'm going to go back and get it here. But here's ramp number 7 over there. And then here is ramp number 8. Okay, so now we're gonna have to go back up the hill. See that skinny one on the left? That's the one that I missed. We're gonna turn around and we're gonna catch that one because I didn't get that one just yet. So go forward, take a left. Now this one's really skinny and is pretty tricky. You don't have to go all the way up to the top, like boom, see I missed it. But this next time when I come around, I'm only gonna go on like the first part of the ramp, so it registers pretty quick. Can be a little tricky, but you see right there, number 9 out of 11 ramps, we got that one. So now we're gonna go off a little bit. You know where those arrows are? The arrows kind of lead you out to another area, and these are where the other 2 ramps are. So this one right here, boom, we got ramp number 10. So at this point, we just have one more ramp. What we're gonna have to do is kind of go through this little slalom area. We're gonna have to ride ourselves back up to the top of the mountain, because instead of turning left on that direction that we went, we're gonna turn, well, it's technically left because we're going uphill, but if you were going downhill, it would be a right. Either way, it's the other side of the mountain right there where you see those arrows. Okay, so you keep going in this direction and go around here and see that ramp right there? You got one more ramp and this is it. Boom. After that, you should get a badge and you will get your egg. And if you guys are new here, I would love to have you subscribe, hit that notification bell, check out my other egg hunt videos, and thank you so much for watching. We will talk to you guys later. What's up, guys, and welcome back to DeeterPlays. So this egg is one that you can get in the game called Speed Racer. So basically, every 5th or 6th game, this particular race is going to be the next map. And also, during the voting, it could like pop up as an option, and you can get it sooner and end up voting for it, but you got to be in the game for a little bit, probably go through a couple races before you end up running into this particular map. Now, if you just go into a server and it's the first one that pops up, then you got lucky. Maybe you can bounce servers and try to get there during intermission and right before this one comes, but basically there is a very specific map that you want to load, and once you go in there, it is a really cool looking map. So all you have to do is make it through to the end. Basically, there's a egg that you want to pick up, and you want to bring it to the end of the map and the end zone. You can die a couple times. It says like 3 deaths, and there's some checkpoints. See that checkpoint that we got? So it's a little easier since there are some checkpoints. Just try to, you know, you don't have to get first place, so it's really no big deal if you get it first place or not. So you don't have to go super fast. Just try to survive, try to get the egg, and try to make it to the end. So after you grab the egg, you want to make it to the very end of the race, and if you die, you know, that happens. You can go back to your checkpoint, and you can go back and try to re-grab the egg, and like I just did, just, you know, like, remember, there's those lasers, and if you hit too many of them, they will kill you. So if you go too fast, it might be a little bit tricky, but if you lose a life or two, it's not the end of the world. But when you get to the end, you will see the end zone there, and then you will get the egg. And if you guys are new here, I would love to have you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you guys are notified when I do live streams, and we can shoot some eggs out of those launchers for you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll talk to you guys later. What's up, guys, and welcome back to DeeterPlays. So in order to get this egg, the game is Super Doomspire. It's kind of like a enhanced version of Doomspire Brick Battle. Same rules. Either you have like a side with two colors, or you can have 4 different colors, depending on how many people are in the server. But see here, this little egg thing on the left, it says 6 out of 10 right there. I've already collected some, as you can see, but it's going to start out 0 out of 10. But what you need to do is collect 10 of these specific eggs that you get from either destroying the opposing team's tower, or from killing an enemy. So watch right here, you'll see after you defeat an enemy that one of the eggs will spawn right there. See that little egg? So those are going to spawn as you start defeating enemies, and also if you get defeated by an enemy, you will drop one as well. You might be able to come back up and get it, but you might not. Also, you might find that if you defeat an enemy and they're flying in some way, that the egg might fall down a little bit. But also, if you're destroying the opposing team's tower, when you start like blowing up certain parts of it, then you will see that there will be eggs that spawn. So if you blow up like a floor of the opponent's tower, then go check down below and you might just have an egg floating down there, kind of like this one. So it's basically just that. You want to keep going and battling against other people and destroying their towers until you can collect at least 10 eggs. It might take a little bit of time, and it can go a lot quicker and easier if you work with some friends. But you can see over there, if you get into their tower and you start dropping the bombs in there, then usually you can actually spawn like more than one of these eggs just from destroying a certain section. So that seems like the quickest way to do it, as opposed to trying to go and fight against the enemies and destroy them for every single egg that you're trying to get. But you'll see here we've got 9 eggs so far. All we need is just one more. So we're just going to get one more of these eggs, and after you get your 10th egg, you will see event complete, and you will get a badge, and you will have the new item in your inventory. Also, guys, if you are new here, I would love to have you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you guys are notified when we do live streams and start shooting eggs from the launchers. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll talk to you guys later. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to DeeterPlays. So in order to get this egg, the game is called Super Striker League. So when you start out, you're kind of in this lobby area. You want to click play now. You'll get into a game. Now, see this egg? There's this egg in the game that is protected by a force field, and it's a little bit hard to hit this force field and break it. You want to kick it, you want to kick the soccer ball into it, and more importantly, you want to try to get power-ups that will help you kick it and get rid of it as well. But you can see that that one left, and as soon as one gets picked up, one will usually appear again fairly soon. So pretty much throughout the game, there's going to be a lot of people trying to break one of these little eggs, and just kicking it, sliding into it doesn't do much. But see, if you can get the soccer ball and power-ups and then try to actually make contact with it, that does more work. So you can try to kick it with the soccer ball over and over. The soccer ball is going to do a lot more damage to it, but eventually whoever does some of the most damage to it, the egg is going to come and is going to get on your back, and you will have the item, and then another egg will appear for other players in the server to get it. So yeah, that's how you get this egg, and if you guys are new here, would love to have you subscribe, hit that notification bell. Also, I'm going to do live streams shooting out eggs with the launcher, so make sure if you guys have the notification bell on, that you guys come and show up to that to get your eggs. Thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you guys later. What's up, guys, and welcome back to DeeterPlays. So I'm going to show you how to get this next egg that looks like an iPhone in the game Texting Simulator. So when you get in there, basically what you want to do is make your way to the back. The person runs pretty slow unless you've got like a pass or something in the game, but you're going to see this van over here, and you want to talk to this guy standing outside the van, and he is trying to get you to do a mission. I think he's a hacker or something. So basically it's telling you that you need to find some terminals around the map, and then you need to hack those terminals, and it says that quest has started. So the little arrows all around you are going to show you different areas in the map where the terminals are. So they've got 2 different looks. Some of them are this main like blue thing right here. Just run up to them or walk up to them. They go pretty slow actually, but it's not a huge map, so it's no big deal. Press E once you get up to them, and it says you have to type the sequence. So 1010011. So you just type those numbers on your keyboard as they show up so that you're typing the correct one. It's okay if you enter the wrong one. Just do the right one next, it'll tell you that you've done the wrong one. So see how I got 1/3 of an egg right there? You'll see that you're basically doing this to load the framework of the eggs. But now we're just going to speed this one up just a little bit, and all you have to do is get a total of 3 of these terminals. So you can see one of these actually right here looks a little bit different than the other ones, but any of those terminals with the arrows and anything, they will work just fine. So that is number 2, and then you have to go and find number 3, and it's pretty easy, guys, pretty simple, shouldn't take you very long. Once you guys do the 3rd one, you will get the egg and you will get the prize item. So guys, if you're new here, I would love to have you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you guys are notified when we do live streams. We're gonna do live streams passing out the eggs that come from the launchers. But see right here, we've got Egg Phone Framework. That's the final one. Congratulations. Then you'll have it and you've completed the texting simulator egg hunt quest. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you check out the other egg hunt videos on my channel, and we'll talk to you guys later. What's up, guys, and welcome back to DeeterPlays. So I'm going to show you how to get this next egg, the time travel egg in the game Time Travel Adventures. Well, it's Time Travel Adventures, but there's a little thing here at the lobby. You go into the spawn so that you can do the mission. It's going to count down. I'm going to speed forward on this a little bit. There's a lot of dialogue that's really slow, guys. There's a lot of these, so I'm just letting you know when you go through and you do this, it's going to take at least a couple minutes. It's going to take 10 minutes or so. Most of it is you dealing with the dialogue, but you find this bunny that's trapped here in a cage, and you can't push the boulder down on him to get him out here just yet. You have to listen to quite a bit of dialogue between Tim and the bunny, but then you can go up here, push that little boulder, which lets the bunny out. So now you have freed this bunny. Now he's gonna try to lead you to something. So after this, go and follow the bunny along here, and back here there's this egg, the egg that we're trying to get, but it looks like maybe this bunny is not as nice as we thought he was. Apparently he's an evil bunny, spooky bunny. Looks like he's from Donnie Darko. Anyways, it's time to run away from him. Do a little parkour over here. If he goes a little slower, if you die or something, it's still going to teleport you to the end of it, so it's really no big deal if you end up going and teleporting. Now we've got all these different eggs over here. You're supposed to like keep breaking them to find a medical kit. So go next to them and then hover over them and then click on them to make sure you open them. You can't like jump on them to open them or anything. But then afterwards, in one of those, in one of the random eggs, you're going to find a medical kit. So the medical kit, after you get that, you can move on, and we're going to this next little area with this gatekeeper who has a pretty cool outfit, but he also likes to talk a lot. So there's going to be another little dialogue moment here where you're going to have to listen to a lot of dialogue between Tim and this guy before you can actually start with the puzzles. But it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. All you have to do is push the colored blocks into the areas that they're supposed to go in. So red block goes into the red square, and there we go, green block in the green square. So now we're going to talk to him. He's going to open the door for you. Now we've got in this next area, this guy's like, don't steal my egg. This is my egg. Egg is like the currency over here. He's telling you basically you're going to have to find your own eggs, which is what we're going to have to do. He calls us smelly kids. That guy's kind of rude. But this guy over here, Tony, has weapons that he can sell you. However, for the weapons, you have to find 4 eggs. So I'm going to show you right here where all the 4 eggs are hiding. You need to equip the egg, like grab it and hold on to it, and then walk in that area. See right here, so I have to press 2, so I'm holding the egg, then I walk into that area. Okay, so there's the second, here's the third, and then the 4th and final egg is hidden right back here on the side of this house. So yeah, on the side of the house is where you're basically going to find the eggs. So this guy, after you've given him 4 of the eggs, what he's doing now is he's going to give you a weapon. You've got this bow and arrow, basically, so you can use that in case you encounter any spooky rabbits or anything in the future. So now what we're going to do is go into this little inn, this little candy inn, a hotel. Apparently it's time to take a nap, and you and Tim are tired. So we're going to sleep, and this basically is going to start reminding you of like Break-In or a hotel game when basically somebody comes in and attacks you while you're trying to sleep. This isn't too difficult though, because the spooky bunny just hit him like once or twice and he pretty much will just go away. He just takes a couple more hits and it's like, okay, so he's been injured, he's gonna run away, and now you're gonna go try to chase him so you can go get the egg for yourself. So we're going to follow a little bit further along here, but we've got one more little person we're going to meet here. It's Cletus. Oh my gosh. And it's also Gert. If you guys know who Gert is, let me know in the comments. We love Gert. Gert has been a staple in a couple of our egg hunts now. So also, is that Albert? I think that's Flamingo's outfit right there with Cletus. Anyways, there's a lot of dialogue here, like even more than the other dialogues. There's a lot of talking about the pig. There's a lot of conversation between Tim and these guys. Like, this is actually me speeding it forward ×3. So after that, basically, you're going to have to go and do a little bit of riding of the pig up this hill, and then you're going to come around here, and there's got a little bit of parkour that you've got to do. It's not too hard, but, you know, you can take it slow and get through that. If you fail, you'll be started over again, and you'll have to get through it. And then you're over here at the spooky bunny. Now, it's going to be a little bit more dialogue. I don't think you can shoot him from up there, but at some point, he's going to start trying to throw eggs at you, and he's got this little earthquake thing that he sends a little shockwave to hit you with as well. So basically, all you have to do is just defeat the spooky bunny, and after you defeat the spooky bunny, then the item is going to be yours. So guys, if you're new here, I would love to have you subscribe and hit that notification bell, and you guys will be notified when we do live streams and shoot eggs from the various launchers. And thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you guys later. What's up, guys? Welcome back to DeeterPlays. So this game is called Tiny Tanks in order to get this egg. So what you have is basically little tanks. We've got blue ones on one side. We've got red ones on the other side. They're against each other. So they shoot little bullets. You can see they've got 4 ammo. Then it reloads, and then they can shoot 4 more. So what you want to do is try to kill people on the other team, or, you know, you might even be able to get killed on your team and then go collect your own egg. But basically, you can see here, boom, as soon as you get hit, see, one person, like, there's a certain ratio, like sometimes an egg will actually just pop out. So you want to go over and get that egg. You might even, if you kill somebody at the same time and the egg even pops out from you, you might be able to make it back before them, just like I did right here, and then you can get that. So after you get that, you will get the item. So the chances of doing it, I'm not sure exactly what the chances are of the egg spawning when people get hit, but there's pretty good chance. Sometimes you can even have 2 people who get each other at the same time and an egg pops out from both of them. So there's probably going to be eggs floating around, and after you've gotten the egg, then you can't pick any more up. So guys, if you're new here, I would love to have you subscribe and hit that notification bell. Check out the other egg hunt videos on my channel, and we're going to do live streams shooting eggs from the launchers with you guys, so make sure that bell is on, and thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you guys later. What's up, guys, and welcome back to DeeterPlays. So I want to show you how to get this egg. So the game is Tower Defense Simulator. You're going to find a little area in the lobby where it says Egg Hunt. You go in there, get a team of people to go into one of the elevators and start one of the games. So basically what you want to do here is you want to place some of these little soldiers down. You've got some that cost different prices. You might have more or less, but basically if it's blue, it means you can put it down. But if it's red like this, it means you can't put it in that area. So this one right here has to go in like certain spots, like right there. See, so that's kind of like the sniper. Now there's going to be enemies who are going to be coming out of that little cave, and basically you're trying to protect your tower from getting invaded from any of these enemies that try to take it down. So as they come out, all the little soldiers that you've placed down there will start kind of shooting at all of these little zombies and egghead things, all the little enemies that start coming out of the cave. Your guys are going to start shooting at them. So you can lay down 30 of these guys total, and so I'd recommend just try to fill up the front area as much as possible, but then later on, like, try to spread it out a little bit towards the back a little too, because the boss is pretty tough, and if he comes in and he just tases everybody in the very front, he's going to be able to walk through quite a bit. So, you know, try to spread these out and try to get your soldiers placed pretty much all around the map so that they don't let any of these guys go through. And you see, as they start going forward, they're going to get a little bit tougher, and they'll start making it a little bit further along. But eventually what you're going to do, you're going to see a big boss right here. So this big boss actually moves pretty slow, but can do some serious damage. Can you see all the little guys that are attacking him? He tases all of them, and then they can't shoot at him, but then they're not tased for too long. So as long as you've got a really good, healthy army, then you should do pretty good at this part. if you want to know exactly how much life the duck has left, the big boss duck, then you can actually go and scroll over it, like go next to it, scroll over it, and once you've got your mouse over it, then you will see how much life it has left. But as you see, it's made it through our troops pretty well. And let's see how much life it has left. We're going to scroll over top of it. Let's see. All right, so it's in the yellow, and it's losing life pretty fast still. And we've got still a pretty decent army, but he's confusing our guys and getting them a little dazed there pretty quickly. So let's hope we can take care of him. And he's going now towards the snipers that I placed. So that's good. Make sure you've got lots of snipers placed in these sort of areas, because they can do quite a bit of damage to him. And you know, if you played this game a lot, you might have an even stronger loadout. But there you go. We defeated him. And after you defeat him, you will get the egg and everything. So thank you so much for watching. If you guys are new here, would love to have you subscribe, hit that notification bell, and check out the other egg hunt videos on this channel, and make sure the notification bell is on for when we do live streams launching eggs from those little cannons. So we'll talk to you guys later. What's up, guys? Welcome back to DeeterPlays. This egg right here is in the game Treasure Quest. So when you start out, you're going to start in this kind of main area, and then you want to walk a little bit over along this path. There's a little bit of a path that you're going to have to follow, so just kind of watch this video, and we'll kind of talk to you a little bit when I need to let you know about certain things. But right now, all you have to do is go find this little path and keep following this direction that I am going in right now. Alright, so you'll see this little dock up here, and then on that dock you'll see this guy, and he's got a boat. So it's going to teleport you to a different area, go a little further up, and then you've got this NPC to talk to about the egg hunt. So basically, this NPC is going to give you some missions. You're going to have to go through. First thing you can claim just for beginning the egg hunt. Next thing, what you want to do is go and start and get into one of these games. So I would recommend you can do solo on easy, you can do the ancient jungle, you can join other people. Basically, it doesn't really matter. You just have to get through one dungeon, and you have to make sure that you kill at least 10 of the enemies inside the dungeon. That's basically all you have to do. So I'm gonna fast forward through this. I'm just going through the ancient jungle, going through the dungeon. It should take you about 5 minutes if you're doing it solo, and it could take a little bit less time if you're doing it with some friends. Alright, so at the end we've got this big enemy, the golden back gorilla, and as soon as you slay him, he should go down, you'll get a badge, and that is pretty much the end of that little quest that you should go through. When you're done, there's one direction you got to go back through, see that boulder opened up, and then there's a little door back there, and you're going to go through that door, and it's going to teleport you back to that NPC guy that gave you these missions. Okay, so now that you've gotten through the first quest, basically you just have to get through one dungeon, and then you're good to go. Go here, you can claim this one for killing 10 monsters, claim this one for completing one dungeon, and now it looks like you're ready to fight the final legendary monster. So he's going to give you a little bit of a story here about this dragon, this big monster in here, and you have to go in there and defeat the dragon before it goes and attacks the town. So these doors are going to open up, and then you turn around, you go into those doors, and then you're going to see a dragon. So it says, defeat the legendary it's a dragon. The dragon with an egg in there. So you just go through the doors, and it should just take you straight to the mission. You'll get a little bit of an opening scene here. He's not too difficult. You can go in there, and you can start chopping away at him. Of course, if you got more players working on this together, then it's a little bit easier. Make sure you use your special little spinning move down there, and if you've played the game a lot, you might have better weapons and better moves, and this whole thing might be a little bit easier for you overall. Alright, there we go. You just defeat the dragon. You can see him go down right there, and then after you defeat the dragon, there's another little door over here that's going to open up, and just like the dungeon, you just go through that portal. It's going to take you back to that NPC character over here, and then you go talk to him one more time, and then you have to go and claim because you've gotten all of these quests completed. So click on claim, and then you will get yourself a badge, and you will have the egg in your inventory. If you guys are new here, would love to have you subscribe and hit that notification bell. Check out the other egg hunt videos on my channel, and make sure you've got the notification bell on so you guys can come when I launch the influencer egg and other eggs at you guys during these live streams. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you guys later. What's up, guys, and welcome back to DeeterPlays. So this egg is one that you get in Ultimate Driving Westover Islands. When you start, pick this red one, the second one, that is drag races and circuit races. When you start, you're going to start and spawn in this area, and it says right there at the top, you have 0 out of 10 of the eggs. See that right there next to the name? So you want to get 10 eggs, and you get eggs by racing. So you want to go into that little area, you press E to get in there. You should have a free car if you've never played this game before, so you can load that one in there, and that will work fine. Or you can load one of these other cars if you have like super fast cars and you've played this game a lot before, then you might be able to do this a little bit faster. So after you do that, it's going to load your car, you're going to load inside your car. So after you drive forward, go take a right over here, and then you get to choose whether you can do drag races or circuit races. So the purple one back there, the circuit races, takes a while. I'd recommend just doing drag races for this event because the circuit races, you get 3 eggs, but it takes like a lot longer to do a circuit race. So this whole thing would take you more time in order to do that. So I recommend just do a bunch of drag races. You get 2 eggs for each drag race. You can do this by yourself, or you can have other people in the server, but basically depending on how you perform, you should get some eggs for this, and go in there and just do a bunch of drag races. For me, I'd get first every time, being in a server or just racing, drag racing by myself, and you'll see here at the end of the race, see the 0 out of 10 eggs right there. Now goes 1, 2, so that counted up plus 2 eggs. So basically what I had to do is come in here into the drag race area and make sure that I raced a total of 5 times. So we're going to go through this. You're going to see each time I do a race, I'll get 2 more eggs, and then you'll see right there, boom, now we're up to 4, and we're just going to go in there one more time, a few more times, and we're going to get these eggs. All right, and then after you finally finish the round, that gives you the last couple eggs. You'll see there, it goes from 8 to 10, and then after you get to 10, it's going to say that you won something. You might end up getting like some spins or something that'll happen there, but now that we've got 10 out of 10 eggs, we will see a little pop-up that lets us know that we actually got the item here, and you should have the badge and the new egg in your inventory. So if you guys are new here, I would love to have you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you guys are notified about future live streams when we also use the influencer launcher to launch some eggs at you guys. And thanks for watching. We'll talk to you guys later. What's up, guys, and welcome back to DeeterPlays. So this egg you can find in the game Ventureland. So when you start out, you're going to see this little NPC over there. Go and talk to the NPC, and they will basically tell you that there's these eggs scattered all the way around the map. There's a whole bunch of them, and some of them will respawn, I think, eventually as well. So you just go in there, and you want to knock those over. But the only way you can knock them over is with your cart. So you're going to want to spawn your cart, and basically the egg looks a lot like the cart, so you can't run into it by itself, but if you hit it with a cart, you knock it over, and you can see on the left side there's a little counter that goes up. We're going to speed this up. I'd recommend turn around, see all these rails that are all over the map. Usually if you go along those rails, there's going to be a couple of eggs that you're going to run into. So if you just kind of follow the paths, you'll run into a bunch of these eggs like along the way. But on the left side, you can see we've got 15 out of 30 so far, 16. There's a little progress meter over there that will show. And basically, once you hit 30 of those eggs around the map, then you will have the egg rewarded, and you'll get that. So pretty simple, pretty straightforward. This vehicle can work as a boat, it can work as a car, it can work as a little airplane. You can jump with it, and you guys can fly around too. But I recommend just kind of use it as a car, and that's how I like to go after these. And then boom, look, we got number 30, and it says egg rewarded over there on the left side. So that's what you have to do to get this egg. If you guys are new here, I would love to have you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you guys are notified during live streams when we shoot eggs from those various launchers. And thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you guys later. What's up, guys, and welcome back to DeeterPlays. So this egg is in the game Whatever Floats Your Boat. So when you start out, what you're going to want to do is pick a place to spawn, basically. So the concept here, you can load a boat. If you already have a boat, you'll be off to a pretty good start here. But I'm just going to start from scratch without having a boat or anything. You can go down there, and now on the bottom, there is the place button, and then you can place parts. You can get some of these and start laying some stuff down. You should have a little bit of money just to get started, but you may have to go through like a round or two just to make sure you've got enough money to purchase enough to like build a bigger boat and all this stuff. You can get some money with Robux if you want to, but I wouldn't. I mean, it's fine. It's all really up to you. But you should start out with a little bit of money that can get you started on a pretty simple boat, but there's an event item that you want to add to your boat. And if you don't have enough for that, just go through one or two rounds, and then you'll earn money each round. But over here, you can you see a list here of items that you can place down. You may want to place down like some sort of weaponry to keep yourself safe. I'll show you how you've got some other weaponry to keep yourself safe as well. But on the event tab, we've got this thing right here. All right, so you want to grab one of those. You only need one of them and place that down, and you can grab some other stuff to try to keep your boat protected. But you'll see a little countdown right there on the top, 48, 47. You've only got a certain amount of time to actually work on your boat. So this guy right here, though, you'll get a prompt to do this, but you want to go and interact with it. Press Q. Go next to it and see how it says Q up there. Press Q and it says join the egg hunt. Then you confirm that you do want to join the egg hunt. So next, all you really have to do is try to keep this safe on your boat. Now, you can actually also go and steal one of these off of somebody else's boat. So if you think that you can do that, it's possible to win this. All you have to do is make sure you have one of these things on your boat by the end of the round. So when the little timer goes down right there, it is going to start flooding the area. It's probably a good idea to put a seat in there, and then if there's anything else that you can grab to make your boat stronger, that will be really helpful as well. Alright, so now that the timer has counted down, we've got 2 minutes for a round. We are in boats. There's probably going to be other people in boats in your server. If you have a server to yourself, then that might be helpful as well. But hopefully people are all kind of working together and not trying to steal each other's stuff, but it could get a little bit frustrating. You could be just trying to survive, and each time you do this, you come back and then somebody kills you and takes your item, or just, you know, destroys your boat or something. But what you need to do is we've got the option here for some swords. You can use a sword and you can defend yourself. There's also a gun, so if you see somebody coming towards yourself, you can try to defend your boat so that they won't hurt you. And then, of course, that cannon right there can be really helpful as well. But what I'd recommend is just get in a seat. Put the seat there, because if you got the seat, you can control the boat, and this seat has the controls. But if you were to go on somebody else's boat, see right there, I went up to it and I pressed F, and I destroyed it, and then you can actually just pick up the orb, which represents the egg. So you can just pick that up and you can bring it onto your own boat, or you can destroy your own and just kind of hold on to it for a while. But basically, just survive until the end, and then you'll get a little message that pops up, and it says congratulations, and you will get the item in your inventory. Good luck on this one, guys. Hope nobody's stealing your eggs from you or trying to troll you in this one. It could be a little bit tricky, but make sure you interact with that thing before you start. If you guys are new here, I would love to have you subscribe and hit that notification bell. Thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you guys later. What's up, guys, and welcome back to DeeterPlays. We've got another video here for you for the Egg Hunt for 2020. Now, this one is in the game Zombie Rush. So over there you can see it says collect 5 and earn the fried chicken. Down on the bottom right, you see how it says drumsticks, and we're at 0 out of 5 total. So you want to go into games and you want to basically collect drumsticks. Drumsticks are being held by certain zombies. I recommend, if you're going to do voting, vote for open maps, because it's a little bit easier than maps that are kind of small and have like a lot of objects, because you run into them and these zombies are going absolutely crazy to try to get you. The thing is, what it comes down to is there's going to be different waves of zombies that come at you. If you're in the server all by yourself, then all the zombies are going to focus on you. So if you've got other people in the server, then they're all going to have, you know, different amount of zombies going after them. But every now and then it'll be a little bit easier. So I was kind of doing this in the server by myself. So that's why all the zombies are focusing on me. But at the beginning, all you're going to see is just a bunch of normal zombies. They're pretty easy to kill, and none of them are really going to be holding the chicken wings for you, or the drumsticks, early on. So later in the waves, and the more time that you are actually spending in the game, the more you're going to see the chicken wings. But here we'll show you a little example of the first one right here with the chicken wing. Alright, see that guy right there? Alright, so wave 2, we started getting some people with chicken wings in there. Then you want to go and grab it after he drops it. So sometimes it's a little tricky if it falls like under a tree or under an object. You got to try to get away because these zombies are unrelenting. So they're going to keep doing that. And you want to just keep going and killing zombies and trying to get drumsticks as much as you can until you get 5 of them. So here we go. We've got this one. We've got the second drumstick right there. Okay, now we've got 2 drumsticks so far, and we can see we've got very little life. So it's okay if you do die and then you go into like another map. We're going to do that right here. So it carries over. We still have 2 out of 5. This is our third one right here. Now this is wave 1. So I've been in the game for a while. So even during wave 1 now, I'm starting to see a whole lot more zombies here carrying drumsticks, as you can see. And some of the zombies are harder to defeat than other ones. But let's see, we're taking that one. We got 4 out of 5. So now all we need is just that one last drumstick, and we're moving on here. Going to take, okay, there we go, one last drumstick. We've got it, we got it. All right, cool. So pick it up, and then you're going to get a badge, and you will have the item in your inventory. If you guys are new here, I would love to have you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you guys are notified when we do live streams, because we're going to be shooting some eggs from the various launchers. And thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you guys later. What's up, guys, and welcome back to DeeterPlays. So this game is called Zombie Strike. So this is another zombie game. When you go in there, it's kind of like a dungeon sort of game. You want to create a game or join one, and you want to go into a boss match, and the question mark one right there, it might look a little bit different to you at this point, but basically what you want to do is go to this unknown boss, and there's this egg that you're going to have to defeat, the egg mech zombie, and it is pretty tough. The more people you have in here fighting against them, the better. It has a pattern of things that it does. Just try to get used to the pattern of what it does. It'll try to throw things at you. It'll send some zombies at you, so make sure you take care of the zombies. But sometimes there's a lot to juggle because you're fighting zombies, and they also try to, it bounces around and sends these shock waves. And these shock waves happen a lot, and they occur often, and they're really hard to get away from. But fortunately, you do have more lives. If you die, like I did here, then you can still have a few more lives. But get used to the pattern. Try to avoid the shock waves mostly. Those are pretty devastating. Every time he sits, he's going to have 3 more shock waves. Wait until those stop, and then start shooting at him. Throw your grenades. Don't forget your grenades. And also, with your other button over there, you can also heal yourself. So don't forget to use the healing powers. Also, don't forget to use the grenades, and just keep shooting at it as much as you can. And just try to avoid, more than anything, these big shock waves, because those start coming around from both sides, and it's really hard to see them all. So you're still bound to get hit by some of them. But you just want to work this boss down as much as you can, and try to take it down to 0% health. Alright, so after a long, tough battle, you're going to be taking on just a few more of these zombies, a few more shots on the egg, and let's see, we're at 2%. 1%, there you go. Now it says mission complete. So now that you've completed the mission, you should get a badge, and you should get a loot, which is a mystery item, which is actually your egg. If you guys are new here, I would love to have you subscribe and hit that notification bell, and you can be notified during live streams when we shoot eggs from those launchers. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll talk to you guys later. What's up, guys, and welcome back to DeeterPlays. So this egg is in the game The Wild West, but you see this right here, the Temple of the Egg. It is something that you're going to have originally undiscovered, and what you have to do is first go in there and discover discover where it's at. So I'd recommend spawn in Callahan Manor, and as soon as you start in there, you just turn around, and you can see there's a spot over there where you can go and buy yourself a horse. It's going to be a lot easier and a lot quicker navigating around the map if you've got yourself a horse. If you're trying to walk this whole distance, it's going to take a long time. This is a really, really big map. You should have enough money to buy at least a mule. If you've got enough, I'd say buy like a stronger horse so that you can go a little bit faster, and it can basically get you there a little bit faster as well. So after you buy yourself a horse, go out, and then you're going to want to spawn your horse. So you come over here, you click on this, or you can also just press H to do that, and then you can call your horse over to you, or your mule, you know, whatever you've got over here. So then after that, you want to mount this thing, okay, and mount it. See this little area? We got a little day and night sequence, and I had a little help here. So as soon as you get on it, start going along this trail. You're going to go past that Raiders Canyon area. Keep going over here, and then take a right here along where the train tracks are, and then a quick left up here. And we're going to keep going in this direction. Now, if you use the shift button, you can go a little bit faster. You see how you've got those little boots down there? If you use up all of those boots and you keep going, then it's going to end up hurting you and hurting your horse. But this is how you get up to the temple. So once you get up here to the egg temple, it should be saved, and you can spawn here pretty much anytime next time. So go and step on this thing and head over into the temple. Then you're going to go in here, and as soon as you go inside, what you're going to see is some cutscenes. There's a little cutscene here. It's going to show you a little bit of this obby that you've got to go through, and the egg up there at the top that you've got to capture. So there's some traps. There's this trap right here. Kind of easy. It's not too bad. You guys can handle it. There's this little trap right here. There's some swinging axes over there, and then down here in the water, if you fall, then it's going to show you that there's got to be something you got to be careful about. But it says watch out for what's inside the water, because there is other things in the water that are going to try to eat you. So basically, you got to go through this obby, and it can be a little bit tricky, take a few tries, but I'm going to try to help you guys the best I can. So right here, it shows like the color up there. The color that on there is the one that you can step on without getting hurt. See? So I can step on that color and not get hurt. Same here, I can step on that color and not get hurt. Same with this one, but you know, somebody like this leap can take a little bit too far, and you can still get hit. So I'd actually recommend going through this a different way. Just run through, and in the middle one, jump, because those middle ones on the first, third, and fifth one are the ones that you get. So you can go through it really quick without getting hurt. Now these rocks, recommend go forward, wait for the next one here. Then go forward, wait for the next one, and then run through the next two really fast. You gotta go through both of them really fast, and then you should be able to get through that. Now, the next part's just about timing it, so you don't want to get hit by these axes. The axes will definitely knock you in the water, and you'll have to go back. Most of these jumps aren't too bad, and the timing isn't too bad, except for this one here towards the end right here. There's a little bit of a leap to the next one. Now, you can make it. You can jump far enough, but you should be running while you do it. So make sure you're running while you make it to that, and oof! So that's what happens if you get hit on the way. So if you guys do that, it's common. It happens a couple times. Just you're going to get used to this, and make sure that you just don't get eaten by those alligators in the water. So just jump through the water, basically. So we're going to speed through a little bit and get to that next part where we died last time. Go back, go through that, go through these. Yeah, those animals in the water, though, they're pretty brutal. So now it's just about timing it right so you can get across, and make sure you jump across. Yeah, I almost got it there again. Okay, so then after you're done, you just make your way up a little bit further to the top, and then boom, just touch that egg, and then you will see a badge, and then after you get that badge, you'll have the item in your inventory. If you guys are new here, would love to have you subscribe and hit that notification bell, because I'm going to be shooting eggs in live streams, so make sure you guys are notified about those, and thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you guys later.